I'd like to come on here and give me one moment, please, as we set up. All right, well, I think we're on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for some Autumn Nations Cup action between Italy and Scotland. Now, guys, we've been doing rugby all day. Obviously, we streamed the Wales vs Ireland game. We also streamed the All Blacks and Argentina game, where Argentina got their first ever win in history against the All Blacks. So that was a massive result, and now we wonder if we can see another massive result, because obviously the Italians are not too favoured to win this game. Scotland should be winning this game quite easily, in my opinion. Scotland are quite a quality team when it comes to World Rugby. They've been playing pretty well lately. I know they only just beat Wales the last time they played them, but they've beaten France recently. They've beaten a few teams, like they've come close against England, and Scotland are a pretty damn well good nation when it comes to rugby. So I think they should be winning this game quite well. The last time these two teams played, I think it was 17-0 in favour of the 17-0 in favour of the Scottish here over the Italians. So, I think they'll be able to smack this one in. But then again, I also did say that I thought New Zealand would smack it in against Argentina, and that obviously did not happen. Xavier Brown says, is this on KO? I'm not too sure, man. Not too sure. H-Bomb says it's 11:40 on a Saturday night. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, it's actually 12:45 for me over here in Fiji right now, and I've got the England game to go after this as well. But no, obviously it is quite late for us over here in Europe, though. It's a pretty good time. I think it's like 5 o'clock or something over there in Europe right now. Just waiting for the game to come on here. They've got like a highlight right now of the All Blacks and Argentina game, which is kind of strange. Xavier Brown says, I want Scotland to win. H-Pump says, why the hell am I up at 11:45? Ambush says, God damn, it's late. Union or league, because I just joined. This is Union. So this is Union. So this is Rugby Internationals. And this is the European competition. Before we had the Southern Hemisphere competition between the All Blacks and Argentina. But yeah, there's a European setup, basically like the Six Nations, but they've added in a couple of teams this year in Georgia and Fiji. Nikash King says, hi, BK, how are you? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Had a pretty good day. Obviously very tired, but we're in for a big night of rugby here. I don't know why they're going over the highlights right now. I'm going to see if I can change the channel and see what's going on here. Because the game is meant to be starting like right now, basically. But for some reason, they're showing a highlight of the All Blacks and Argentina game. Current Maverick says, hello, mate. How you doing? I think the Italians, I don't understand really why they are classed as I don't even know really why they're in the Six Nations, to be completely honest with you. I know they've gone back years and decades of time where they've obviously been in the Six Nations, but they're just not up to the same standards of your teams like your Ireland and your England and your Wales. And then again, after what I watched today with Wales, I don't know if I could say that, even from Ireland, really. But, France is definitely improving. You've got all these other teams improving, but it just seems like Italy never improved well enough. They just never seem to be able to compete on the big stage. And, it's a bit disappointing. And they've been talking actually about, they've recently been talking about the fact that they might be taking out the Italians from the Six Nations and putting in a team like Georgia that we are seeing in this tournament right now. Please, people who are watching it right now in the chat, let me know if it starts, because I might have to put it on my computer if it's not going to go on the TV right now. Really, really strange. Ambush says, I got into a rugby team for next year and it's under 14s and I forgot the team. I'll tell you next time. All right, mate. But yeah, I think I just don't know about them. I really think Georgia deserves a spot. They're definitely improving as a team. Let me have a look at the world rankings right now. By the way, guys, don't forget, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. But Georgia are above Italy. Georgia, even Tonga, is above Italy right now. I believe if Scotland win this game, they might even be able to jump Australia in the very near future. Yeah, they're very close to Australia there. So Scotland are in 7th right now. They're just above Wales, just below Australia, and Italy are in 14th. So they're behind Tonga, just in front of Samoa, and Spain very close too. Actually, very, very damn well close there. So yeah, Italy just don't seem to have what it takes to actually compete with the big dogs. But we'll see if they can surprise today. But Scotland play a really kind of fast, energetic game. They're very fluent with the ball. They get the ball left and right pretty quickly, and they're a pacey team. They're like what Ireland used to be a couple of years back, but Scotland have had a few rough trot over the last couple of decades. But yeah, they have been doing pretty well recently. But they did obviously falter to Japan in the Rugby World Cup, which is pretty big. Ambush says, I'd like to see Tonga versus Scotland. Scotland win that. Scotland win that quite well too. Scotland win that quite well. Tonga, look, they're a rugby nation. Well, they're a rugby league, I guess, now, but they were never rugby league beforehand. They were always rugby union. But Rugby League is obviously blown up over there. And Rugby League is the primo competition over there right now. The game has started. Why is this not on right now? Why is this not playing right now? The game has started. It shows it right there. Okay, that's interesting. I don't understand why this game isn't being played. It says live Autumn Nations Cup right there, but for some reason, it's not on the screen right now. So I'm literally just talking here, and I'm missing the game right now. I'm missing the game. Well done. This is Fiji TV for you guys. This is Fiji TV. I'm going to have to see if I can try and get it online right now. Lovely. This always damn well happens. All right, 1 second, guys. Let's see if I can try and get a stream up right now. Really strange. I don't understand why. It's like everyone in Fiji is wanting to watch this match. Everyone in Fiji loves their bloody rugby. All right, rugby. Jeez, I'm missing the game right now. That's what it says. I think it might be on KO. Yeah, but then I have to go onto a VPN, and I don't want to do that because it stuffs up the stream all the time. Italy vs Scotland. There we go. I have to watch on here. So stupid. All right, hopefully this works. Let me know if it starts to stop for you guys, though. Let me know if it starts to stop. Potato Dragon says, hello, BK. Hello, mate. Let me know some score predictions, by the way, guys. Let me know some score predictions for this game. Do you reckon? How much do you reckon Scotland's going to win by, basically? Oh, jeez, this is a mess right now. This is a mess. Why do they do this? Dave Brown says, not on KO. Well, there you go. Isn't Tonga our Pacific Cup team? Yeah, Tonga's in the, Pacific Cup? What's the Pacific Cup? Tonga's in the Pacific. Yeah, well, there's no such thing as, well, it could be Pacific Cup, but I've never heard of it. And the game, yeah, okay, here we go. So a minute and a half into the game here. So I'm going to have to watch it on the computer here and have the comments up on my phone. Perfect. All right, Scotland with the ball. Jeez, he's fast. He's pacey. I'm currently watching it on BN Sports. Well, a stream, but BN Sports right now. H-Bomb says, this is what I'm doing for... Brother, you got to stop asking about the mod thing, man. Come on, brother. Come on, man. The more you ask about it, the more I'm not going to put it. Like, you just do your thing, man. Stop begging for mod, please. But it's going to be Italy with the ball here. They're just inside their own half right now. Just inside their own half. They're going to pass this one back to their own 40-metre line. I think if I'm going to call a prediction for this game, I'm going to say Scotland win this game. Maybe like last time they played was 17-0 in Rome. This one is in Italy as well, but obviously there is no fans there right now. I'm going to say Scotland win this game. I'll go 35-10. I'll go 35-10 right now. I think that they're definitely the better team. But here we go. They're going to get a bit of field position right now. They're going to kick that to about the 40-metre line here on Scotland's side. Scotland's side of the field. Oh, geez, Italy here. Italy are actually playing pretty well here to start this game off, actually. They're actually holding a little bit more of the ball here in this opening 3 minutes of the game. I know it's only 3 minutes, but Italy aren't that great of a team, and they don't really know how to hold the ball too much. They do drop the ball quite a lot, and they just don't have any real set plays. So really what I want to be seeing from them in this game is their set play ability and really being able to match it. I don't really think in regards to their defence anything's going to really come from Italy today, but I think that we really have to be looking towards them in regards to their set pieces and seeing if they can improve on that and just holding the ball, basically. Dasmate says Scotland 33-7. There you go. Potato Dragon says, is it paid to watch? What do you mean, is it paid to watch? So Scotland are going to hit the ball out there. Italy are going to be. That's actually I'd probably say that's a good set piece advantage there for the Scottish there. Duncan Ware gets that ball just past the halfway line for a line out here to the Italians. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is where I want to see some set pieces. A team with a really good set piece actually from the line out is Wales. I saw, even though they had a horrid game this morning, they were absolutely fantastic from the line out. Their set piece was just ridiculous, and although they didn't score a try, I really appreciated the way that they set up their they set up their lineouts. So 4 minutes into the game here, Italy with the ball. Haven't seen Scotland do anything right now. It's just been all the Italians with the ball, but they're not really in a threatening position or anything like that. It's just a bit more of a field position grind right now. They're going to lose that ball. Oh, no, don't worry. That's going to be taken away. So it's going to be a penalty here to the Italians. Ooh, it's going to be a penalty here to the Italians. Football says, how are you watching the game? I'm currently watching it on BN Sports. It was meant to be on the TV over here, but for some reason it's not on the TV. It's just some Premier League show right now. It was meant to be on TV, so I'm watching it on BN Sports right now. But 5 minutes in here, and Italy are going to kick this to the 22 right now. They're going to kick it to the 22, so Italy are going to be on the attack right now. Franco Smith is the head coach, obviously, and Italy, let's see what their line-out ability is. Let's see if they can put some attack and pressure on. Ryan says, what time is it for you? I think it's about 1 a.m, mate. I think it's about, 12:45, 1 a.m. or so. But here we go. Italy from the line out of that 22 out here from the Scottish line. Ambush says, on my rugby game, I made a team called BKR. Good stuff, man. Go get around the BKR. So 5 minutes in here. Italy going to pass this ball up to the right-hand side. And they're going to be, geez, they're actually pushing here. Italy's actually pushing here. The thing that I find interesting is that because of the fact that they're talking about bringing in Georgia and removing Italy from the competition, as in the Six Nations, you might see this team really fire up here. That's going to be a penalty against Italy for sure. Against Scotland for sure. That had to be a penalty. Why is that not a penalty there against Scotland? All right, no, it's not a penalty apparently. But yeah, I think that Italy might fire up here and might give it a red hot crack. I still think 35-10 is a reasonable scoreline, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, he lost that. Yeah, 100%. And that's going to be offside maybe against Scotland. I think it is offside. So they might take the 3 here, Italy. They might take the 3 here. Final Queensland Outdoor Adventures says, go to sleep, you madman. Brother, this is the first game of 2. I'll go do the England versus Georgia game right after this as well. This is the first game. And then at 3 o'clock is when England versus Georgia starts. And I'm looking forward to seeing England play, actually. I really want to see how England really come back out and give it a crack after that World Cup and after the Six Nations. They are one of the primo teams in the world right now, and they're coming up against a team that is improving, and they're coming up against a team that really is trying to play for a spot in the Six Nations over the Italians. So kind of an interesting movement right now around the Six Nations. Very interesting movement, because I don't think they want to bring in a 7th team. I don't think they want to mix it up. We also saw that South Africa really wanted to join the Six Nations, but they basically said, get lost, mate. I'm not too sure why that happened, but I guess it is what it is. I think South Africa suits the Rugby Championship way better anyway, considering it's Southern Hemisphere. And Italy will go up 3-0 here. Well, chimama. All right. Well, there we go. Italy are leading 3-0. Did you expect this? I don't know about that. Dasmate says, who needs sleep? Exactly right. H-Bomb says, and I'll probably watch your other stream. Well, there you go, man. We're up for a big night tonight. We are up for a big night. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Huge stream before, by the way. Very huge stream for that All Blacks and Argentina game. So I'm glad that you guys are really enjoying these rugby streams that we've got going on. We're going to be absolutely smashing it for the rest of the year. But 3-0 here to Italy. Wow. Bit of a shock here starting up. Can you imagine if we see another shock here? Obviously, Italy's beaten Scotland before, for sure. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. He's going to pick it up, though. Nice little dinky dink over the top there, and Italy are going to have them. Jeez, Italy are playing well to start this game off. 10 minutes in, and Scotland aren't doing anything here. Scotland aren't doing absolutely anything. Look at this chase here from Italy. Look at this chase from Italy. This might be a turnover here. This might be a turnover. We might be seeing a turnover here. That's going to be a turnover. No, again, he's going to tell him to get away. Wow. Jeez. H-Bomb says, this is a regular night for me, to be honest. Yeah, well, we're going to be doing a lot of these because Premier League, obviously, we're going to be doing on the channel, and we've got a 3 a.m. start again on Monday for the NFL. 8 minutes in here, Scotland are going to have the ball inside their own 22, and they're going to boot that one down. Not a great kick. Not a great kick from Scotland. Italy with the ability here to put on. Oh my God, that was bad. No, that was bad. Oh, Scotland might score here. Scotland might score here. Scotland might score here, and Italy rushed back to get the ball. It is going to be Italy's ball. I thought there was a knock on there from Italy, but I think Scotland's going to turn this ball over here. This could be a turnover. This could be a turnover. This could be no, it's not going to be a turnover. The ball's going to come out here for Italy, but they're only 5 minutes out from their own line right now. That was an absolute travesty of a play just now. Final Queensland Outdoor Adventures. Oh, perfect. It's on the TV now. There you go. All right, the TV is on. Thank God. That's much better. Now I can look at your comments actually on the stream itself. Final Queensland Outdoor Adventures says, been a while since I've been able to join a stream. Life's hectic. I know what you mean, man. I'm heading back to Fiji. I'm heading back to Australia. I'm heading back to Australia on Wednesday, so things are very hectic for me. Well, hopefully on Wednesday. I don't really know what's going on, mate. It's not easy. It is not easy. Xavier Brown says, do you know why K don't have it? They just didn't get the rights, obviously. Daz mate says, classic Italy. Do you actually watch Union, Daz? Are you actually a Union fan, or do you just watch it because I stream it? I never really. I know you're a big rugby league fan, but I know you get around the AFL and stuff. But there's not many Australians who actually get around Union, and that's why I really enjoy putting out these streams, because I want to encourage people to get back and support support Union in our country again. Final Queensland Adventure says, oh, awesome news, bro. If you need a break, you know where I am. Yeah, but I can't get into Queensland right now, mate. Italy get a penalty. Wow, Italy are going to get a penalty. 11 minutes in here, there's no way we see Argentina beat the All Blacks and then Italy beat Scotland. Like, obviously, Argentina beating the All Blacks is a lot bigger of a result than Italy beating Scotland, but still, wowchie mama. This is a big start here by the Italians to really give it a crack. Potato Dragon says, sleeping is so lame, all you do is still there and stare at black. Well, there you go. All right, so Italy going to put themselves into the attacking 50 right now, and I'm actually enjoying watching them play. I'm actually thinking that they're playing some pretty good rugby to start off here, which not many people were expecting. Final question, Outer Adventures says, by the end of year, you can. How Argentina beating All Blacks? Argentina beating All Blacks was awesome, mate. That was an absolutely incredible game, and people were complaining about the All Blacks playing bad. Really, it was a perfect performance by the Argentinians. Absolutely awesome. You know, first time they've ever beaten the All Blacks in their history, and you know, you just got to appreciate and commend them for how they played. They were really good. You know, it wasn't just the All Blacks playing bad. It was mainly the fact that Argentina played a perfect game and they forced the All Blacks to play their style of game. It wasn't a game where the All Blacks played bad and the Argentinians just capitalized. It was the Argentinians made the All Blacks play bad. It was not a luck of the draw. They made them play bad. So 12 minutes in here, Italy with the ball at the halfway line. David Yagob says, who you win, New South Wales Blues or Red? Queensland, mate. Queensland all day, every day. Everyone knows it. Even Corey knows it. And they're going to kick this ball. Oh, geez, that's going to bounce. Oh, decent kick, but and they're going to kick it to the 22 here, defensive 22 here for Italy. See what they can do. Defensive 22 here for Scotland. See what they can do here. Italy definitely are dominating the field position, and then really I haven't seen Scotland have the ball here so much at all. David Ugob says, who you win? Who I win? Who I win? I think Scotland, but I think Italy are doing pretty well to start off with here. Let's see if we can get to 40 likes by halftime, guys. Obviously, this is European rugby, so we don't necessarily have too many people on here, but it is European rugby, so definitely hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get to 40 likes by halftime. Ask the boss says, go Italy. Hey, hello, mate. And, well, I wouldn't mind to see Italy win. I wouldn't mind to see them win. I would like to see them try and fight for their ability to stay in the Six Nations, because if they do badly in this tournament, they will really seriously be reconsidered for Georgia, especially if Georgia can show something tonight, especially if Georgia can put up a show and put up a fight against your teams like your Englands and your Frances and your I know you said Wales. Wales, I couldn't even class them as that. They're in a place that Scotland was about 5 years ago, really. Scotland were in a bit of a pretty bad place. Penalty here to the Scottish on their own 22. So they're going to kick this one just outside their own half. For a line out, 13 minutes in here. So Scotland will finally get a decent attacking opportunity here. But yeah, 5 years ago, Scotland were in a very bad place where they'd just come off a pretty successful run, but they obviously kind of didn't. Oh, wow, that's going to stay in bounds here. Wow, Italy make a bloody great play there, and they're going to stop that one from going out of bounds, and that's going to be now kicks back to the 50. So it was originally going to be about around the 22, but Italy stop it from going out. And they're playing well in this opening 13 minutes. Gee whiz. Gee damn well whiz. Final question after Adventures says, should be a close game tonight. Between these two teams, I wouldn't imagine so. Surely, I wouldn't imagine so. But like I said, man, we've already seen one surprise. Oh, wow, they're going to win luckily win their own line up there. It was a mistake. It's going to be is that a knock on here from Scotland? Are they going to call a knock on here from Scotland? So Italy are going to get the ball. You wouldn't have imagined so, mate. I think Italy were like $5 to $6 to 1 to win this game, and Scotland were like something like $1.10 or $1.20 to win this, and they're favoured to win by like 25. So you wouldn't imagine it. I noticed that when I put up that Argentina versus All Blacks stream, that people were like, "Oh, you called that wrong. You're an idiot." It's just like, dude, every man and his dog called Argentina to lose that game to the All Blacks. Every man and his dog. H-Tom says, I'm not Italian at all, a tiny bit Scottish, so go Scotland. Well, there you go. Potato Dragon says, I'm going for Italy because pizza is good. That's a good way. That's a good choice, mate. That's a damn well good choice. You know, going for Italy because pizza is good. You don't like kilts, mate? You don't think kilts are good? What about buddy bagpipes? How about that? Dasmate says, loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey. Got a little bit of loosey-goosey right now, but... yeah, impressed with the Italians so far to open up this little bad boy. It's not like they have any chance of winning this competition at all, but, I was actually there a couple of years back. I was there a couple of years back at the Wallabies versus Italy game at Suncorp Stadium, which was actually pretty good. I think it was like a 50 to 38 game or something like that. Wallabies got a lot of points in them, but they also conceded a lot of points. Well, that's going to be a penalty here, Italy. Wow, they rolled through them. The Italians just absolutely rolled them in the scrum. That was ridiculous. The Italians just absolutely rolled them in the scrum. They are playing some good rugby right now. Wow, that's offside. That's got to be offside. That's got to be offside there against the Scottish. How is that not a penalty against the Scottish there? So, and it is going to be advantage. They are going to get, it was offside. Okay, so here we go. So, Italy going to get a penalty here from literally on the halfway line for an offside there. And Italy are potentially going to have a 3 here, or they're going to be able to put this into the back left-hand corner. Charles says, that's bullshit. What's bullshit, mate? Sorry, who's broadcasting the game? Unfortunately, man, due to broadcasting restrictions, it's illegal for me to show it. So, I can't show it, but this is a live reaction to the game, obviously. Potato Dragon says they'll get banned. Oh, yeah, no, I think he's asking about... I think he's actually asking about who's actually broadcasting it in general. I think he understands that I can't do it. Xavier Brown says, I went to the Australia versus Italy and the score was 9-3 in all the scores. Nah, not at Suncorp Stadium. Not at Suncorp Stadium. Suncorp Stadium was a very high-scoring game between the two. That was a very high-scoring game. There's no way that was only 9-3. No way, mate. Mate, you relax over there, mate. 9-3, you relax over there. I wonder if they're going to go for the 3 here. They're at the halfway line. They're right in front. So they could actually make it a 6-0 game here if they have a decent kick on them. I don't know much about Italian rugby too much because obviously they are the, if you want me to use an Australian term, the shit kickers of the Six Nations team competition. So I don't really focus too much on them. Usually you focus on the big teams, but you can't wipe out their passion. But obviously Italy's a very heavily focused footballing nation, as in soccer. So all their financials, injury here for Scotland, by the way, but all their financials and investment go to the Italian football, as in soccer. So that's a big reason why Italy will probably hardly ever grow because they won't have the ability to grow. But this is a big injury here for Scotland because he won't be coming back on. He's done his leg somehow. Lord Zachary says, to me, Italy players will win the spaghetti prize after the game. There you go. So Keble goes off there for... Keble comes on for Sutherland. Sutherland's actually a big player. That's a big-time player here for the Scottish. That is a big-time... He's definitely the epitome of a Scottish bloke, Keble. Keble is the epitome of what you'd think a Scottish bloke would look like, to be honest with you. And they're going to kick it to about... Wow, great kick here. Wow, phenomenal kick here by the Italians. They're going to be just inside the attack in 22 here, and they're going to be on the attack. They are going to be on the attack. The Italians are playing much better than the Scottish to start this damn whole game. Can they win the line-out, though? I've seen Wales lose a lot of line-outs today, so hopefully we can see Italy win their own line-out, and they will win their line-out here. Here we go. Italy inside the attack in 22. Big run here. They have obviously got bigger and more powerful men. Oh, this could be an advantage here to Italy. It is an advantage to Italy, so they're going to get a 3-pointer here no matter what because they'll be right in front. This could look like it could be 6-0 here to Italy to start us off. Wow, this is just an incredible start here by the Azzuri. Oh, geez, that's going to be a knock-on there. Knock-on, but it's going to be an advantage here that was played to Italy. They will get a shot from right in front if they want to take it, or they can go for the line-out. I'd actually suggest going for the line-out here if they really were smart. They've obviously absolutely romped them when it came to the scrum, the rolling mauls in this game so far. You may as well kick this out, win the line-out, bring it down, and then just push over. They've absolutely slapped them up when it's come to it. But I guess the smart option is to go for the 3, which they more than likely will take. But yeah, if you want to risk it to get the biscuit, I think that taking the line out here is actually the right option, and I think they will score. So they are going to go for the 3. They are going to make it 6-0, but I just think they will score if they take the line out here because they have absolutely dominated when it came to actually pushing from the scrum. What I'd like to say, hey BKR, what's the time in Fiji? It is 1:07 a.m. Also, Fiji's with a J, not G. But that is a penalty here, so Italy should be getting this. I don't know how quality their kicker is, but they should be getting this. It's not too hard of a kick. And after 17.5 minutes, this game is shaping up to be like it was last year. Or I think it was early this year when Italy played Scotland and it was 17-0, but that was in favour of the Scottish. That was in Rome when Scotland won that game. But yeah, right now, very disappointing performance here from the Scottish. Wow, very disappointing. So, 18 minutes in here, should be 6-0. What I'd like to say is it's real weird to watch your stream live at 12 in the night for me anyway. Well, there you go. Italy here, we'll slot it through. Boom, that's a 3-pointer, baby. Bing, 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 bing. 3-pointer. There we go. So that is 6-0 here to the Azzuri. Potato Dragon says, Classic Gamer disconnected me. There you go. It is 12:08 in Australia. Well, it's 12:08 in Sydney. not in Brisbane, not in the other Brisbane. But in Italy right now, it'd be perfect time. I think it'd be probably like 5 p.m. or something like that, 4 or 5 p.m. on a cheeky little Saturday. Looks like it's a little bit overcast there, but that's kind of perfect conditions for rugby, man. You don't want it too hot, you don't want it too bright. You just want to. Then again, Bank West was a phenomenal bloody weather today. Dasmate says, my eye just put me brightness up all the way. Jeez, you're out of control, mate. This is going to be a penalty here to Italy. Wow. Scottish are getting dominated here. Like, they're getting absolutely dominated in this opening 20 minutes. By the way, guys, don't forget, go and smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. 4 likes away from 30. We've got 50 people here watching right now. I was expecting like 10 people here, to be honest with you, because obviously this is European rugby. But, we've got 50 people here right now. So I do appreciate everyone tuning in right now, no matter where you are in the world. We have people from all around the world tuning in, so I do appreciate you. Italy will kick it to about the halfway point. They will kick it to the halfway point. Let's see what they can do here from the line-outs. But yeah, 4 likes away from 50, guys. 4 likes away from 30. Smack that thumbs up button. Smack it. But yeah, I would love to see Italy get this one up. So 20 minutes in, and Italy from the line-out. They're going to throw that one out to the back, and it's going to luckily come away for them. But their line-outs have been a bit shonky. They've won all their line-outs so far, but they have been a little tiny bit shonky. Potato Dragons is 12:09 in Melbourne. Get around Victoria. Yeah, I heard you guys are coming off your lockdown, which is awesome. Awesome to see. I heard that New South Wales might be opening. Wow, penalty here to Scotland. Could take the 3 here. Could take the 3 here in this situation. They'd still be losing by 3 points, but I guess rugby is like this, where you just take the points on offer. But Scotland they're playing a team that they should be beaten heavily, and they are going to go for the line out. So they are risking it for the biscuit. There you go. They're risking it for the biscuit. You got to like to see that. So they're going to be, sorry guys, they're going to be about 7 metres out here from the line. 7 metres out here from the Italian line. So they should be able to push over here, really. Then again, Scotland have been getting dominated and monstered by the big old pack from the Italians. There you go. They have been getting dominated and monstered by this Italian pack. So this is going to be interesting here what Scotland do. I would assume they're actually going to bring it down and then pass it out straight away. I don't think they're going to bring it down and try and punch it over. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. Enough talking about the virus, please. That was just a kind of off comment saying you guys got off lockdown. And Scotland are going to win their own liner here. They're not going to push the year because, look, oh my God, Italy's monstering them. Italy's going to monster them on the scrum and the pack today. Italy's going to absolutely monster this team when it comes to this pack and when it comes to the rolling balls and when it comes to the scrums. Holy damn, this Scottish team is not up for it in regards to the power of these forwards. These forwards are just not matching it here with the Italians early on. But Scotland here, only 15 metres out here from the Italian line. Can they push over? They're on to about their 4th phase now, going out to the right-hand side. They're going to get taken down, not making too many metres here, but they're in a very good opportunity here to score. Italy aren't the worst defensive team, I'm not going to lie. They're not exactly horrendous when it comes to their defence. Scotland are pretty decent. They are pretty decent here. Jeez, I'm so tired I can't even really see there. Charles Ledbetter says, who is the official broadcaster? I'm not too sure, man. I think BN Sports, but I'm not too sure over there in Europe for you. Obviously, I'm in Fiji right now, so I'm watching it on TV1 Action, but that would probably mean nothing to you. But I would assume maybe BN Sports or Sky Sports, something like that. I'm not too sure, my dude over there. Alex says, where can we watch this? Not too sure, my man. Oh, I'm in Australia, he says. Oh, okay. I would probably assume I'd just jump on VIPbox.tv, to be honest with you. I didn't suggest that, but I did. But I didn't suggest that, but I did. BN8 showing up. BN2. BN2 was. So, because this wasn't playing on the TV before, so I went and checked it out online, and you can actually get it online. It's BN2, I believe. BN Sport 2. So, 23 minutes in here, 6-0 to the Italians. 5 are out here from the line for Scotland. Surely they're not going to bring it down. So they'll get this ball out of the line out straight away. They are getting absolutely dominated when it comes to the actual push and shove. Tasman says, I have a feeling it might be close now, but it's still early. Oh, it's still very early here, and Scotland can easily, even though they've been dominated here early, they're going to score a try here. Oh wow, Scotland here still getting monstered. Still, look at how many players are in this. Look at how many players are in this right now. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and that should be, wow, it's going to be a penalty here to Scotland. I don't think that was brought down deliberately by the Italians. That's going to be a turnover here. That's going to be a turnover. I think they've got advantage. No, they do have advantage right now, the Scottish. So they're about 7 metres out right now. They surely will take the advantage here. This isn't looking too great here right now. Their attack just isn't looking fantastic. But I didn't think that the Italians brought that rolling maul down deliberately at all. I thought they were obviously dominating it because they have been all day so far. And it just doesn't make sense why that would be. Oh, easy try, though. Scotland will score a try right underneath the post. And that is going to be 6-5 here with a kick to come, but it should be 7-6. It will be 7-6 more than likely. It will be bloody 7-6 more than likely here. So Scotland, although they got absolutely ripped up for 23 minutes here, they will probably more than likely take the lead by 1 point right now. You'd assume as much anyway. They could still miss it, but I think that was a bit of a dodgy penalty for the ref to give away there. I don't think the Italians deliberately put that down. I think that was driven down there by the Scottish because it just doesn't make sense for the Italians to push that down. It wouldn't make sense for the Italians to completely break that down considering they have been absolutely smacking them up in regards to it. Isaac Ritchie says, "Sup, Blaze, late night stream, get around it." Yeah, get around it, mate. Get around it. This is the early stream, mate. We got the England-Georgia game after this too. We got the England-Georgia game after this as well. Don't forget, guys, if you are new around here, smack that subscribe button. We are going to be absolutely smashing, as per usual, rugby action. And we were meant to do the France-Fiji game tomorrow, but unfortunately got cancelled. Thank you very much, Michael, for subscribing. Appreciate you, mate. But 25 minutes in here, you would assume Duncan would be able to slot this little bad boy over the black dot, and he will make it a 7-6 ball game. 7-6 ball game here to the Scottish. Here we go, baby. Here we damn well go. That was easy. That was terrible defence. That was absolutely horrific defence there. I don't think they get into that position, though, without that penalty. That was a dodgy penalty advantage, but I mean, this is what it is, and Scotland make them pay for allowing them to have a lot of possession down this end. So hopefully the Italians don't let this get to their heads too much. They have played some really fantastic rugby in this. Wow, that's a great kick there from the kickoff, though. A great kick from the kickoff. Not the best of kicks there in regards to the kick return. Really, you should be aiming for the sideline there to give your boys a chance to get back in and refocus their line. But obviously he kicks it as deep as he possibly can, and it's going to be inside their own half right now. So now they're going to cross the halfway line here, the Italians. Let's see what they can do here from a set piece. They're moving down the field right now, slowly going through the forwards. Really, this game, I think that the path for a win here for the Italians is to utilise their forwards the most. Obviously, like I've been saying, they just keep smacking it up in regards to power and just a general pushover. From the oh geez, it's Italy here going down the left hand side. Oh, look at him go! Oh, look at him go! He's away! Get that ball on the inside! Italian's away. He goes out to the left side. He's going to pass it off. Try time, Italy. Boom! Try time, Italy. Wow, this game is going to be a good game, guys. This game is going to be a good game. Get ready. Get your buddy coffee if you're up in Australia right now. Buddy, get a beer if you're anywhere else. Right now is the time to get ready for a huge game because Italy have just scored, made 11-7, and they are looking damn well good right now. Just right says I'm finna get some Maccas. That's the way to go, mate. That's the damn way to go. But wow, Italy score a fantastic set-piece try there. Go to the left-hand side, break away there. That tackle was horrendous. They pass the ball back on the inside there, break away, get past the 22, offload it again, and then he offloads it again. That just tells you that this Italian team is ready to play. This just tells you that the Italians are ready to have an absolute crack at this and keep their Six Nations hopes alive. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't obviously the Six Nations, but like I said at the beginning of the stream, they are talking about removing Italy for Georgia. So they cannot be losing and having bad performances still, because otherwise they will be removed, and then Italian rugby will just absolutely denigrate and just get demolished basically from the inside out. Potato Dragon says, I'm head off, Wi-Fi shit, and plus it's probably 12:16. All right, mate, you have a good one, champion. Have a good one, champion. But Baro Galbisi, 2 from 2 today. Let's see if we can slot this one to make it a 13-7 game. Scotland had just scored to take the lead there. Very undeserving, in my opinion. So I think the Italian scoring right now is actually a deserved result. I think they did pretty well there to get that try. And although they did go down very briefly, oh, it's going to hit the post. Ah, damn it, man. So it's going to be 11-7. Only a 4-point game right now. But I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. I was not expecting this to be a good game. Not expecting it at all. But the Italians have showed up, baby. Oh, yeah. The Italians have shown up. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you've got any kind of restructured... actually, no, we'll go at halftime. We'll talk about the predicted scoreline at halftime. But here we go. So Scotland are going to kick this one off. Pretty decent kick, actually. Very good chase. Very good chase. You can see both these teams... well, Scotland, no, I wouldn't. I was about to say both these teams are up for it. I don't know if Scotland are up to this. I think that if Scotland were up to this, they win this quite well. But the Italians are really showing some serious grit in this opening 28 minutes. And it shows that after you, because usually when teams concede a try, especially when they're not the favourites, especially when they're the heavy underdogs, you'll normally see they'll kind of go into a bit of a defensive ball. You'll notice they usually kind of just sit back and try and recover from what they've just done and what they've just conceded. So it was good to see the Italians didn't stop. They didn't let their heads get down. And from that, they scored straight away. And that's what you've really got to be looking for when it comes to games like this, and especially when it comes to underdog teams that are facing a serious amount of adversity right now. Just right says, you've got a lot of people watching at midnight. Yeah, well, the thing is, man, we've got Europe. Europe's not midnight. Europe's in a really good time zone right now. Italy going to have the ball here just inside their own 40 right now. That should be a penalty here. That should be a penalty advantage. That should be a penalty advantage here to Italy. That should be a penalty advantage here to Italy. They're not going to call it, though. That's a dodgy call. Ooh, this ref's made a few dodgy calls in favour of the Scottish tonight. He hasn't really been giving Italy a fair crack of the whip at the moment, to be honest with you. But the Italians still surging through a pretty decent kick there. I know it's going to stay in the field of play, but they're going to go for a bit of field position right now. He's going to kick that out to... Wow, bad kick there. Really horrible kick there from Scotland. And he's going to step back on the inside. That could be a penalty. No, that's going to be a turnover. That's not releasing the ball. Oh, wow. They got it out still. Jeez, okay. Xavier Brown says, will you watch any of the international football games? Not this weekend, man. I probably will next time, but not this weekend. Because obviously this is the rugby weekend, but this tournament won't go on for too long. It only goes for about 4 weeks. So next international break, I'll watch some international football. But Premier League obviously starts back up on the channel next week. But here we go. Italy here again down the left-hand side. Italy are looking fantastic. They're looking fantastic right now. They haven't really done anything wrong right now. Like I was saying with the Argentina game, Argentina were just perfect. And right now, Italy are just playing some perfect football in this first 30 minutes. I Can Smell You says, what's the most amount of viewers you had at once? I think like 350 or something like that for Origin last year. Or it could have been Australia versus New Zealand. Italy playing well here, gone through. Charles Ledbetter says, Scotland have had 2 good wins and are probably playing a bit lackluster right now. Without Finn Russell, we don't have that class pivot point. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I've noticed that I looked at the form and Scotland haven't been bad. You know, they beat, last time they beat Italy 17-0. Bit of an underwhelming scoreline, but still beat them 17-0. They beat France. They beat Wales, but then again, Wales aren't great at the moment. They lost to Ireland only just, but that was when Ireland were pretty damn well good. Ireland are good, and they only just lost to England. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Scotland here going to the left-hand side. Here we go. Inside the attacking 22 right now. Scotland are a pretty good team, man. That's why I was expecting a lot more from them, but they're just not up for it tonight. They just aren't looking too up for it right now. 22 out here, but obviously very early in this game, and they're only down by 4 points. And right now, they're looking really red hot on the attack right now to potentially score a try here. Tanushka Carr says, hi. Hello, Tanushka. He's got a Carlton logo now. There we go. Italy are going to win the penalty against the feed. Ouchie mama, baby. Woohoo! Italy against the buddy. Wow. Italy are getting a lot of damn well good plays here. They're really forcing this ball into their own hands. And Scotland just seem very ill-disciplined right now. I Can Smell You says solid. Potato Dragon says hope Italy. Tanushka Carr says hello Potato Dragon. You get around him. Get it damn well around him. Potato Dragon says hi. I Can Smell You says I'm Scottish, so go Scotland, I guess. You know, get around the Scotland, lads. I had Japan in my... So I do a BKR sport. Every time we do a World Cup is on for any sport, I have like a BKR sport, what's it called? Sweepstakes. Where, thank you very much. Hey, the sideline. Thank you very much for our freedom. Thank you very much for the $5 donate, man. I appreciate it. You're a legend. Appreciate it. You are a legend, Chamione. But yeah, no, we do a sweepstakes, and I actually had Japan, so I wasn't able to go. I wasn't going for Scotland. I was very happy that Japan won that. Oh, wow, they didn't kick that ball out there, really. They didn't kick that ball out. Oh, that was a bit debatable. I was saying how perfect they were playing. Well, that's not a perfect play. And that kick from Scotland, jeez, that was not great either. That was not great either. Nanthus Vandelelli says, where can we watch the game? Can't find anywhere. Unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, I can't show it. But yeah, it's illegal to show it on YouTube. But we're obviously talking about the game live here. Tanush says, who do you think will win BKR Sport? It's Scotland, but I'm really enjoying watching Italy play right now. 6 likes away from 40, by the way, guys. 6 likes away from 40. We've got 65 people here right now. I know we can get another 6 likes. So smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Scotland here with the ball inside the attack and 40 right now. Really putting some pressure on Italy. Not doing too much with the ball, though, is the problem. You know, they're kind of there. They're there. But they're not really doing anything whilst they're there. Here we go. Oh, bad defense here from Italy. They're just kind of pushing off right now. The Scottish. Oh, he's going to lose that ball, actually. I think it's gone backwards, though. I think they might have just gone backwards. They might call that. Potato Dragon says, your next stream 3 a.m. or 4? Well, it's straight after this game. So I think it's like 3 a.m. my time, 2 a.m. your time in Sydney. Going to the left-hand side here, the Scottish. And this Italian defense is not looking too fantastic to start off here, man. Not going to lie to you. They're not. This Italian defense is not doing fantastic right now. A lot of people falling off tackles and just not doing too well. But they're stopping them from making meters though. They are. They're really keeping the Scottish. Oh, look at that. Oh, he should have offloaded that. Should have got that one away. That's not releasing. That's not releasing. That's not releasing. Penalty. Good stuff. That's great stuff there by Italy. That is damn well great stuff there by Italy, man. Wow, chi mama. Wow, chi mama. Italy are up for this game. They are up for this game. That is an absolutely incredible play there to go over the top and make sure that they get that ball. They're not releasing quite a lot. Thank you very much, Sideline, for the $2 donation. Appreciate it, my dude. You're a legend. You are a damn well legend champion. But yeah, so Italy are going to get the penalty, and they're going to kick this one to about the 40, yeah, to the exact 40 on the Scotland side of the field. So the attack is still flowing here. You know, the attack is still damn well flowing here for the Azzuri. Wowchi mama. Wowchi mama. Final question, Outdoor Adventure says, good dono there, buddy. Yeah, we've got a legend. At least we've got a moderator here too. Look at him go. He's flying. Oh, yeah, I didn't even realise he was still here, Causa. By the way, man, BKR travel, that's picking up. So I'm definitely going to be doing some, I definitely want to head up your way, North Queensland way, to get some, smack some vlogs out over there. Hey, gee whiz, another donate. Thank you very much to Sideline for your $1 donation. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate it. We're just waiting for the line out here to the Italians. They've been looking good from the set piece, like I said before. So let's see if they can put something together right now. Xavier Brown says, not going to lie, for all the sport I like, my dad watches apart from football. That true with most people, I think. I'm not sure what you just said, to be honest with you, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not too sure what you just said, but get around him. Italians are going to win their own line out here. 10 in from the 10 in from the halfway. Well, that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. He's literally... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How is this not a penalty here to Italy? How is this not a penalty here to Italy? Okay, it's not going to be... They're keep it down the left-hand side here. That's a pretty average... It's going to stay inside. Oh, my God, it's going to stay inside the field. Wow. Italy are going to have a line out here from about 10 out. That's wild. This performance right now is just slick. It is slick right now, baby. It is slick. Wow. Oh, wow. The Silence Rich. Nah, Silence is a great bloke, man. He's a great bloke. He's always supporting the content, and he's always here. So I'm glad that he enjoys the content that I put out there. But 36 minutes into the game here, and Italy have a really nice opportunity to put some more points on the board right now. They're going to win their own line out, and they're going to push here. They have been absolutely dominant here. That's got to be a penalty there against Scotland for sure. They put that down. Oh, no, they're going to call that the line out wasn't straight. They're going to say the line out was not straight. So this will be a penalty here to the Scottish, which is very lucky because they would have given up a penalty just now for bringing that line out down, bringing it down and not letting them do anything with it. So there we go. The old Scottish, they get off scot-free. They get off luckily scot-free in that situation. That was not straight for sure. Yeah, look, Scotland didn't even jump up for that, but it definitely wasn't. What is this black flag, by the way? I'm not too sure what this black flag is that keeps coming up in the chat. So 5 in here from halfway line. Scottish obviously will get the feed here from the line out. With only 3.5 minutes to go here this first half, they really need to start showing a little bit more. I genuinely think the Italians could win this game at this point, which is just a massive damn well shock, to be honest with you. And Sideline says, donate lots of plays because he's a legend. Make sure to subscribe and become a member of the BKRmy. Appreciate you, man. It's an emoji you promised. It's an emoji I promised? The black flag? Did I? Is that really? Did I promise that? I didn't even know. Charles Leibert says, what headset you got? It's really clear. It's just some headset that I picked up from Fiji, to be honest with you, man. I'll have a look and see if it's got anything on it. If you know what that is, then I'm not too sure, but that's just... I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm not really too sure. I just wanted to get a headset for the podcast that I used to do, but now it's coming in good for the streams. But 38 minutes in here, it's 11-7 here to the Italians, but the Scottish are inside the... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's going to penalty here to Italy. What's going on here? What are you calling? Sorry, I'm going to turn this up. What are you calling? I have absolutely no idea how Italy are getting this ball back, but it's not a penalty, but it's a turnover here for the Italian. Well, I guess it's a penalty. It's a scrum penalty, but I'm not too sure why that's Italian's ball there. That's really I'm not too sure there. Crazy New Zealand says, Dan, what's up, man? Hey, brother, how you doing? How buddy, All Blacks didn't go too well before, did they? They didn't go too well, but, hopefully they'll bounce back next week. I think you're an All Blacks fan, aren't you? I see New Zealand NZ in your name, so I'm assuming you're an All Blacks fan. I'm not talking shit, by the way. I watched that game. That was just a bad performance by not only All Blacks, but a perfect performance by Argentina. Not many teams would have beat Argentina tonight at all. I actually think Argentina probably beat every single team on the planet tonight. I think they would have beat every single team on the planet with the way they played. They played absolutely unbelievable style of rugby union. Laser Science says, what is your opinion on the Ireland game? I did stream that game then. I got up very early in the morning of my time, 6:30 in the morning to stream that game. And yeah, look, it wasn't impressive. Wales and Ireland were both pretty debatable, especially Wales. Obviously, Wales have regressed insanely since the World Cup, and they've regressed insanely since the previous couple of years. And Ireland, even though they won significantly, that was more of a showing of how bad Wales were rather than how good they were, because they weren't that great. I honestly think that both Argentina and New Zealand probably beat them in that game. I just think that, yeah, that was a really poor performance from both those teams. And, some people are like, oh, it's a low grinding score. You got to you got to appreciate it for, the Northern Hemisphere kind of style. Nah, bullshit. I know rugby. I know what these hemispheres are like, and I know how rugby's played. And that was just a pretty average game there by both those teams there. So I really look forward to seeing how, I think Ireland play England next week, to see if Ireland have regressed too, or if that was just a one-off kind of poor performance there to kick back off here. But Scotland here, getting inside the attacking 50, they're going to be 40 out here from the Italians' line. If they go up here at half-time, that's pretty against the run of play. But it wouldn't surprise me if they do. There's only about 15 seconds left here of a regulation time, obviously, but we go into the added minutes here. Lewis Walton says, what do you think of Duncan Ware so far? Plays for my hometown team, Worcester Warriors. Is he playing well? I hope I pronounced that right, by the way, man. Look, I don't think he's had a great game so far. Oh, here we go. Oh, just as we say that, he got smacked. Just as we said that, he got absolutely smacked. Look, I don't think kicking-wise, he's been kicking a lot today, and he hasn't been getting the field position battle right. He hasn't been winning that battle. So I don't think it's been his game today. But then again, no one from Scotland's having a good game today. They're currently down 11-7 to Italy, who were favoured to lose this game by about 30 points. You know what I mean? So... no, I don't think he's had a fantastic performance right now, but I think he's still a pretty decent player, and I think he's got a lot going for him in the future. Scotland here going to the right-hand side. Oh, brilliant pass there. He's going to lose it, and that's going to be half-time. Half-time here, and it is going to be 11-7 here to the Azzuri. Wow, gee, mama, we've got a shock on our hands here right now. What do you reckon? Do you think this could actually continue? Do you think the Italians can win? Or do you think the Scottish will come back and win this game? Let me know in the chat right now. Janelle Kiani says, are you streaming England versus Georgia? Yes, I will be streaming the England versus Georgia game. Very much looking forward to seeing how England can jump into the competition. But yeah, I'll be doing majority of the Autumn Nations Cups games alongside the Tri-Nations, obviously. I will do all Tri-Nations games. But yeah, so to wrap up that first half, I think the Italians played really well. I think, yeah, there was a few mistakes in their game, but that's what you expect with Italy. Obviously, Scotland should not be losing 11-7 at any point in any game to the Italians. But like I said, I really think that the Italians have a lot to play for right now. They are currently being thought of as getting removed from the Six Nations. So the fact of the matter is that you've really got to understand that this team is playing for their lives right now. Because if they get removed from the Six Nations for Georgia, that is them done. That is Italian rugby going down the drain. I'm telling you right now. If they get removed from Six Nations, that is their rugby team going down the drain, basically, because they will lose all kinds of funding, minimal as it is. So they need to play well right now to keep their themselves in it. But guys, it is half time. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can hit 50 thumbs up by the end of half time. So 10 more likes away from 50. And obviously, if you're new around here, hit that damn well subscribe button. I can smell you says, I was supposed to say it's an emoji and it depends on what device you are on to see what country flag it is. Oh, true. Okay. Well, I'm on a computer, so yeah. Final question, Adventure says, I call close game. Well, that was a random guess because really there shouldn't be a close game. It's kind of like Hayden. Hayden, buddy, what did he say to me? He's like, oh, sorry. What he said to me was Georgia will lose. What was his scoreline? Actually, I'll go and have a look at my Instagram. And I said to him, are you drunk? He predicted, he goes, England 52, Georgia 26. I said, are you drunk? Georgia 26 points against England. What's going on? You know, what's going on there, mate? I said, what did I say? I said, now I've seen some guesses from you over time, but that one takes the cake. Like, Georgia shouldn't be. If Georgia scored 26 points against buddy England, then England should throw away their rugby union international buddy card. You know, they shouldn't be allowed to play international rugby union. Sideline says, Ayo Blaze, you should do a series when the sporting seasons are low and do a career mode on sporting games like NRL Live 4, AFL video game, and bring a member on each episode to go up against. That'd be cool. But thank you very much, Seb Clement, for subscribing. Appreciate you, my dude. Let me know in the chat who you're going for. But the thing is for me, man, is that there is no downtime. There is no downtime for me. So when Rugby League finishes, you know, we've got the International Rugby Union right now. Premier Leagues, we're getting back into the streams this week after the international break. The NFL is on now. Basketball comes on soon. Then when all those sports finish, you've got your cricket. I've got my A-League as well. And then obviously once those finish, there is the baseball that comes back, and that's when the NRL and AFL season starts. So although it might be a downtime for people who subscribe for specific sports, I'm obviously always streaming and always doing different sports and leagues because this whole channel is about all sports. Junal Kuyami says, hi, do you think England will win? I do think England will win. I think England will win quite well too. Obviously, they're against Georgia, so really they should be. But Georgia is an improved team. Like I said, they are a very improved team, which is really cool to see. They played kind of interesting footy when it was at the World Cup. I think they were in the same group as Fiji. But they were in the same group as Fiji, Wales, Australia, and Uruguay, I think. I think they were. I think Georgia was in the same group as Fiji, Wales, Uruguay, and Australia. And I think Georgia had pretty decent performances. I thought they were very stagnant, but they were also very strict with what they were doing and what they believe of how they play rugby. So they're a very tough nation. But yeah, obviously they're still quite early in their growth. Seb Clement says, how are you streaming this, old boy? What do you mean, how am I streaming this? How are you guys watching on? Oh, how am I watching it? So I'm in Fiji, mate. So I watch it on the Sky Sports over here, like the Foxtel-ish, whatever you want to call it, over here in Fiji. So we get all the games live. We just like the Premier League. Premier League's all on this as well. So we get a lot of good sports over here, but I am going back to Australia, where it's going to be a lot more difficult for me to watch it. But it is what it is. I don't mind it. We're going to be streaming the England-Georgia game right after this too. I Can Smoke says, don't talk about NFL, bro, the Pats. Brother, I'm a Lions fan. Don't you dare talk to me about the Pats having a bad season. Holy shit. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. If you ever talk negatively about your buddy Patriots again after winning 5 buddy Super Bowls in, the last 20 years, holy shit, mate. Thank you very much to the sideline for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, my man. He says, hey, Blaze, I'm a go. By the way, if you need an editor, I've just finished my Cert 3 and Cert 2 in digital design. So, all right, bro, I'll talk to you on Instagram because I do actually need an editor because I just film so much that I need someone to help out, to be honest with you. So I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you on Insta. AGCH says, Israel Folau scores yesterday for Catalan. Well, there you go. Israel Folau, obviously, kind of a name that Australians want to forget after what happened over here, even though it depends on how people believe in that situation. I'm not going to get into it, obviously. But yeah, that's good to see that he's having a crack over there at Catalan, and I hope he's doing well. Junal says, come on, England. Please don't spam. I'm going to have to time you out, my dude. I don't like to time people out, but when people spam the chat, it gets annoying for people trying to comment. So I'm going to have to time you out for a little bit there, my man. I Can Smoke says, to you, too used to winning just hurts a bit. In regards to what? What are you talking about? Too used to winning? The Pats. Oh, true, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So by the way, guys, don't forget we are in halftime right now, so that's why we're just talking about whatever. But don't forget we are doing another game after this, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And like I said, let's get to 50 likes before the end of halftime. I'm still going to say Scotland win this game, though. I still think that surely they're going to win this game in a tight one, but if it gets to this kind of way later on in the game, about 10 minutes to go, when Italy are on top, I think they'll be able to hold them out. AGCH says, who's your favourite England player? Let me go have a look at their team right now. I haven't watched them in a while. I didn't get to watch their game the other day in the completion. I think it was the completion of the Six Nations, was it? Completion of the Six Nations. Buddy, one sec. Give me 2 seconds. Red Mac, I'm gonna have to time you out, man. I'm not too sure what's going on here. Why are you talking shit? All right, let me go have a look at the English team they're putting out right now. Let's go have a look at the English team. England Rugby. I've been really focused on, obviously, the Tri-Nations and the Australian teams and stuff like that. So, when was the last game? Who did their last game against? I think their last game was against Wales, wasn't it? Oh, wow, they lost to France. Jeez, I forgot about that one. All right. England team. England expect mismatch against Georgia on a steep learning curve. I'm not too sure. I can't... Oh, here we go. Final question says he beat me to it. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why people just do that. It's just like, come on, man. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. You're going to get timed out whether you like it or not, to be honest with you. You think you're funny for 2 seconds. That's cool. Go to Match Center. Okay, here we go. Match Center. I want to see the team they're putting out today. Teams. There we go. All right, so England. No, okay, don't worry. I can't even see. Oh, no, it's loading. It is loading right now. Okay, here we go. So, Ellis Jenge, Jamie George, Will Stewart. I love Will Stewart, actually. Charlie Wells, Mario Dodge, Billy Vunipola. Billy Vunipola is a good player. Owen Farrell, obviously, fantastic player. Johnny May, Henry Slade, Jonathan Joseph, Elliot Daly. If I'm going to say my favourite player, I do obviously love a bit of Billy Vunipola. You've got to love a bit of Billy Vunipola, mate. Charles Ledbetter says, if Scotland can beat Georgia by 50 3 weeks ago, England will win easily. Oh, no, England should win that very easily, mate. England should win that comprehensively. That's why when my friend said 26 points that Georgia's going to score, I said, you're drunk, mate. I can smell. He says, how do you think Vunivalu will go? I think it's going to be awesome to see him next week against Argentina. He's going to get thrown right into the fire, though, because Argentina are going to be feeling like they can win this Tri-Nations tournament right now. They actually might, to be honest with you. If they play like they did today, next week, and then the week after against New Zealand, if they play like they did today for the rest of the tournament, they will win the Tri-Nations. But look, it's so disappointing that South Africa aren't in this tournament right now. Because if South Africa was in this tournament, we would have a 4-way go right now. South Africa aren't by any means locked in to win the Rugby Championship. You know, Argentina is showing up. Wallabies obviously showed up last week, and All Blacks are the All Blacks. So it would have been an awesome 4-way go, and really would love Japan to be included in the Rugby Championship in the very near future as well. But I think Vunivalu, I don't know if he'll start. I don't know if he'll start. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they play him. But I think the thing is, and I say this all the time, I don't like rugby league players transferring to rugby union because I feel like the rugby league players have got smaller bodies and smaller frames than the rugby union players. So although I think that rugby league players are a lot more nifty and fast and a lot more kind of dart here and there kind of breaking through, I think that the rugby union to rugby league transfer is a lot better because of the size of the bodies and the fact that the games are played so differently that you need to have a lot more stamina in this game and a lot more kind of movement in regards to kind of your big body because it's so powerful here compared to rugby league. So it will be very interesting to see how a winger from rugby league will go in a sport that is just so dominated by huge-bodied men, massive-bodied men, way bigger than league. And that's why I always said, if the All Blacks played the Kangaroos, the best of the best in rugby union versus the best of the best in rugby league, I take All Blacks every day of the week there. Even in a hybrid game, any league game, union game, I still think the All Blacks win that. Just because it's just such a more dominant bodied game. Christopher says, why is rugby less popular than league and rules in Australia? Well, league is very popular. AFL is obviously... Look, the reason why AFL and league are so popular is because obviously the actual competition inside the leagues, like no one gives a shit about international rugby league. But we've obviously been getting around rugby league and AFL for over 100 years now. AFL was entrenched in Victoria for over 100 years before it started spanning out to, your Western Australias and your South Australias and even your Queensland, New South Wales. So that was entrenched in the system. Rugby league is the very same in New South Wales, and Queensland, obviously, it got adopted a little bit later on. So it was very entrenched in the beliefs and the culture of the country. Rugby union was always an international sport. No one really gives a shit or ever gives a shit about the Super Rugby. So when you don't have a domestic league to give a shit about, it's very difficult for people to maintain a consistent relationship with the sport. So like with rugby league, I'm a Titans fan, right? I'm from the Gold Coast. I have a team that I support all year long, and then at the end of the year, I can get around, or mid of the year, I got the Origin, and then the end of the year, I still have the internationals that I can care about because I'm still focused on the sport. But when there's union, no one cares about the specific teams in domestic. And the reason why as well is because the ways Rugby Australia organised Australian rugby, the organisation was they put it only into private schools. So no one in public schools gives a shit about it because they play rugby league or AFL growing up. And when you play a sport growing up, you're more than likely going to be supporting that sport because obviously you know how to play it, you know how good it is, and you know kind of the ins and outs. So the fact of the matter is that they put Australian rugby only into private schools, and that was a mistake. It was a mistake. All Blacks, New Zealand allows everyone to play it, but rugby in Australia was only allowed to be played in private schools, which was a huge, huge damn mistake. So that's why no one really cared about it. And obviously the organisation just pile-drived it into the ground, so that didn't help with it as well. Potato Dragon says, I hope I made that easy to understand. I Can Smell You says, just has that body. Xavier Brown says, do I agree that the players that play for the New Zealand Rugby League national team are not good enough to play for the All Blacks? Oh, no way. Oh, brother, no. No. Okay, firstly, New Zealand Rugby League team is not horrific, but like they are not great. They are not great. They are always at very best second best. I know they won in 2008, but they're predominantly they're very average when it comes to the World Cup scene. They didn't even make the World Cup final last year, or not last year, a couple of years ago now. Oh, 3 years ago now. Jeez, that was a while back now actually. They wouldn't translate to rugby union at all, in my personal opinion. That's the thing is, Christopher, is that I really enjoy rugby, and I really want to focus my channel on growing a culture in Australia. That's why I originally started out just doing Wallabies games, but I just do all different sports, man. So, and I'm like, you know what, this is on tonight. May as well see how the European nations are going. I actually also heard about this because I'm in Fiji, so obviously I was really looking forward to the Fiji versus France game tomorrow night, but that's been cancelled because of obviously a couple of players have received the virus, so that sucks. Christopher says, interesting stuff, though I do like watching AFL and NRL here in Ireland. Good shit. Well, obviously AFL's similar-ish to Gaelic, I guess. Similar-ish. I know it's different, but similar-ish. Do you guys have a league there? Actually, you do have a league team. Yeah, you were in the World Cup in 2018 over in I think you guys were okay. Obviously, you're still a very, very minnow nation when it comes to rugby league, but and it probably will stick that way. I'm not too sure if that'll ever get the funding over, say, your football or your rugby union. And like I said, like another thing as well in regards to that Australian organisation is that the sport in Australia doesn't get anywhere near the funding of rugby league and AFL. So it's very difficult for people to give a shit about a sport that doesn't even get backed in by its country. Even the A-League, as in like football, our soccer league, probably gets more funding than rugby union. I guess the players get quite a bit of money, but there is absolutely no money put into advertisements. There's nothing social media wise in regards to Australian rugby. So yeah, it's run really poorly, and hopefully we're starting to come out of it. We've got a good coach now, obviously, in Dave Rennie, and it'll be interesting to see how we go forward. Haven't been too disappointed by this Bledisloe Cup series besides that Game 3 against New Zealand, and I think Australia will be coming out the right way, and I think we'll start to peak actually around the next World Cup. I think that right now we're obviously still in a pretty bad spot, but I think the time we peak will be around the World Cup, so I think that people really should worry about the Wallabies long-term wise rather than short-term wise. I still think next year we could be quite average, but we'll definitely start to pick it up. We might win the Bledisloe Cup next year, maybe the year after, I'm not sure. New Zealand are on a little bit of a downward trajectory right now. I think that, that Australia will be a pretty heavy focus team in regards to the next World Cup. And I was actually just noticing before, apparently we might be hosting it won't be chosen until 2022, but we've got a heavy bid put forward for the 2027 World Cup. Obviously, we hosted 2003 and we lost to England in the World Cup final. Buddy Johnny Wilkinson, don't talk to me about it. So that'd be awesome to obviously see us get another World Cup, which is obviously in what, like 6 years' time? 6 years? Because there's, no, so that would be, what is it now? It's 2020, 7 years' time, 7 years' time. Laser Size says, who do you think will win the Autumn Cup? Man, obviously I've got to see how England play tonight, but I'm assuming England. I'm assuming England. They are the best team. But then again, France, they're not going to get to play Fiji. So does that hold them out now? Just like, it's been cancelled. It hasn't been delayed. It's been cancelled. So is that going to be a huge problem in regards to their chances? Because France are playing some really good rugby. They're peaking a bit too early though. It's just like in 2018, the year before the last World Cup, Ireland were doing really well. You know, they peaked big time. They beat New Zealand. You know, I think they beat South Africa. I think they beat everyone. But they peaked 1 year too early before the World Cup, and that was a disappointing thing because they were a very good team. I was really looking forward to seeing how they go in the World Cup, but obviously they faltered, and in the end they got beaten pretty convincingly in that World Cup too. So the year before that is when they really had their time, and I think that I really hope that I really hope France haven't peaked too early here. It's still quite a while away for that Rugby Union World Cup, so you know what I mean. So they really got to keep going. I can smell you says I was talking about Angus Crichton when I said he has the body and he'll be beast in Union. Crichton will be okay. He'd be okay, but his game style isn't really free-flowing. His game style is very boom, 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 boom. I guess you can still kind of translate it, but I guess if you're going to utilise a player, you'd probably use... But then you've got to realise, like, look at players like Ngani Laumape. Like Laumape for the Hurricanes in New Zealand. He's a huge body player, and he would play a very similar position. Like, he's a back. Like Laumape, if you're going to translate him over to rugby league, if you put him in a centre role, that's crazy. If you put like Laumape hasn't been having a great Bledisloe Cup series, but you put Adi Surveyor, holy shit, like that's dangerous, man. That's filthy. If you put a player like Adi Surveyor into a team in the rugby league and the NRL, like stop it. The Warriors would win all the time. Kane Snow says, I like the NRL from England. I find more entertaining than Super League. Oh, yeah, I agree, man. Obviously, I'm not even being biased here either. NRL is obviously the primo competition in World Rugby League. But obviously, Super League is still great. You don't get me wrong. Super League is still great, but I think Rugby Union is obviously... you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Rugby Union is probably more of a popular sport in England than your Rugby League, so it probably gets a little bit more funding. And England are good, don't get me wrong. They are good, but I just don't know if it's a big enough sport over there for them to for it to be as big as, say, the NRL, which is a massive, massive focal point in Australian culture in comparison. Arcade Nova says, what's up, Blaze? Long time no see. Hello, champion. How you doing, mate? Yeah, you buddy doing? Buddy, you must be happy with what's going on in Atlanta. Yeah, not really. The Falcons not too great right now. I did tip you guys to win too. Shit, man. Scotty says, are you going back to the match? The game's not on. Oh, the game's on now. Shit, man. It wasn't on the TV. Sorry, guys. I didn't even realise the game had started back up. So 44 minutes in here, guys. And the Italians are going to start off with the ball here. Would love to see Italy keep cracking on here. Thanks for reminding me, actually. Thanks for reminding me there, Scotty. So 44 minutes in here, and 14-7 is the score. Hold on. Did they get a penalty here in the first? Did they get a penalty in the first couple of minutes here? Did they get a penalty just now? Did they get a penalty in the second half, in the first 2 minutes of the second half? Am I mistaken here, or did they score one? No. I swear it was 11-7 at half time. It's 14-7 right now. They must have. 100%. Wow, okay. Jeez. Well, thanks for letting me know it's back on. I missed a three-pointer. All right, well, there we go. All right, well, we're back on anyway. But there we go. We also hit 50 likes by half time. Perfect. But smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. But Scotland here with the ball just inside the attacking 40 here. Let's see Duncan Ware with the ball. Oh, he's going to get that offload away. Going out to the right-hand side here. Let's see if Italy can still defend. That's actually really a big-time play there to get that penalty to make it a 7-point game. That's not releasing. There. Oh, no, we released it last second. Very close there to giving away a penalty. But luckily, the Scottish player came in over the top there and prevented the turnover. Going to the right-hand side here, Scotland. Oh, good play here. Oh, he got the offload away. Oh, that's forward pass, nearly. I'd say that's forward. No, not forward. So there we go. Duncan's going to score there. Scotland's going to score there. I'm pretty certain that was forward. They might take the TMO for this. I'm pretty certain that was a forward pass. It looked pretty forward to me, but I guess obviously we can check this. Charles Ledbetter says, Dave Rennie was amazing for Glasgow. He plays a good, aggressive game. You'll be good next World Cup. I think so. I think we'll peak for the right time. Like I said, I think we'll be peaking at the right time. But no, it's going to be a try here for Scotland. I'm pretty certain that was a forward pass, though. That's got to be forward. That has got to be forward there, surely. Surely we're going to be looking at this. Yeah, TMO, like, you've got to be looking at this. There's no way that's a try. That's a forward pass for sure here. Crazy New Zealand says, smash like, good luck for Argentina next week. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you very much. It should be a good game, and it should be a big stream there. They are looking at the review here. I'm pretty certain this is a forward damn well pass. Christopher says, hold on 1 second. So here we go. So that pass there was pretty flat. That's forward by about 3 miles. If this is class as a try, I'm throwing myself at the TV. I'm throwing my whole body at the TV. There's no way this is a try. No way. That's forward by about 1 mile. Christopher says, yeah, Australia definitely have a really good future. Some class under 20s teams recently, and Dave Rennie has Glasgow playing class free-flowing rugby up north. Yeah, it's not a try. Sorry, I saw Duncan clapping there, and I was like, what? Up north can do even better with Australia. The thing with Australia as well is that you've got to realise that Australia only lost to this Argentina team by 4 points, and the youth was losing. The under 20s teams were losing by less than 4 points to Argentina. And yet New Zealand has got beaten by them, and convincingly too. So that's pretty impressive there. 46 minutes in here, 14-7 here to Italy, and Italy will get the scrum feed from that forward pass. Potato Dragon says it's a try. No way. Was that a try? Absolutely no way was that ever going to be a try, my friend. Ever. Not in any reality. There's a billion infinite amount of realities on this in life. There's an infinite amount of realities, and in not a single one of those realities was that ever going to be a try. So Italy here, they're going to boot this ball out, obviously, just to get themselves out of trouble, and that's going to be a very good kick, actually. That's going to be a very nice kick, I think, to about the halfway point. No, 40 in. Actually, not a great kick. It's okay kick, I guess. Okay. It wasn't fantastic. Wasn't horrible. It is what it is. You'll take it. You'll take it any day of the week if you really. Especially considering you want to really try and hold out this and not give away a try to tie this little bad boy up. Charles Lever says league is third. Oh, there we go. Get it. League is third? Is it really? I thought. So. Rugby, football, obviously, rugby union. It's league. Yeah, league would be third. Yeah, fair enough. What about cricket? Isn't cricket up there? Cricket would be up there, wouldn't it be? International cricket? Yeah, I was going to say, actually, yeah, there you go. Charles would actually maybe cricket. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, 47 minutes in here, and the Italians. Woo, cheeky. It is, buddy, cheeky performance right now. Very cheeky. Here we go. So Scotland are going to win their own line-out. Luckily, shonky line-out. Oh, dude, this is shonky as. This is a terrible line-out. They just had no ability to have a set piece there. So 7 points difference, but Scotland here, 40 out here from the... Oh, breakaway. Nice offload there. Nice offload again. Going to the left-hand side here. The Scottish don't go out to the outside, otherwise you're going to get taken out. And Italians are going to take them down here around the 22. They can punch this ball back onto the inside here. And let's see if Scotland can make some meters. Going to push this back into the centre. Oh, geez, the Italians are really monstering them right now. Like, they're really monstering them. It's Scotland are making some meters and breaking through, but the Italians are really monstering them in regards to this power that I keep talking about. Going out to the right-hand side here, they're going to be 22 out right now. 22 out here from the Italians line. Out to the right-hand side. Oh, big run. Look at this. Easy. Oh, intercept. Jeez, it's going to be a line out here because he goes over the sideline, but that was a nice intercept there to stop that from being an easy try there. Very close. Very damn well close. A meme says, hello, Blaze, this is my dad's account. It's Added Sports. Hello, mate. Get around you. Good on you, champion. So 48 minutes in here. Scotland nearly score a try, but a good way to stop that from being a try by getting the intercept. Yes, there will be a line out here. Charles Lebe says Scotland scored. Duncan where? I think you're a little bit behind me, my man. I think you're a little bit behind me. That was about maybe 3-4 minutes ago now. That was a no try. That was a no try for forward pass. All right, so it's still going to be a line out here to Scotland. A couple of substitutions here for the Italians. They're going to bring a couple blokes on here, see how they can have a crack. Don't forget, guys, if you are new around here, we stream all these rugby union matches, whether it be Tri-Nations, Rugby Championship, buddy, or all the Six Nations, European or Autumn Nations Cup. So definitely subscribe if you are new around here. Go and hit that subscribe button. Scotland here at the 22, they're going to lose this as well, as they always do. They don't understand why they're utilising this for the rolling maul here. I don't understand why they're trying to utilise the rolling maul against Italy, who have been smacking them up in this game so far in this. Duncan Ware with a nice pass there. Very nice offload there. 22 out right now from the Italians line. Oh, dangerous pass. Dangerous pass into the contested zone. Is going to be a penalty here. I wouldn't have... Oh, that's a great pass out to the wing here. Scotland playing some really nice fluid rugby right now. He didn't let that ball go there. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting right now. Here we go. Going out to the right-hand side here. Oh, back underneath here. They're 5 out here. 5 out. Oh, that's nearly forward. I think that's going to be forward here. Oh, what's going on there? Is that a try? They're going to go TMO for sure. Or is this a forward pass or is it a try? I'm not too sure. Robbie Monaghan music says 14-12. Oh, you must be talking about this. I'm not too sure. This could be a forward pass. It obviously could be a try, but that was a really odd play. Very odd try. Junald Kiani says, I subscribe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. And 14-12, guys, seriously. Are you talking about this or what? Are you talking about the forward pass? I personally think this is probably going to be a forward pass. I'm pretty certain. If it's not, it's not. But it looks really odd here. So that ball, obviously, that's fine. It's just this one here. Oh, that could be fine, actually. That looks like it's a bit sideways. That looks like it's pretty flat to me. It's just pretty average defence there from Italy, and they weren't really playing to the whistle. I think they thought there was going to be a penalty there or something was going to happen, but nothing came. So disappointing defence there from Italy, and the Scottish are going to score a try here, I would assume. That's knocked on there from Italy. That's knocked on there from... Whoa. That's knocked from Italy, so that's gone backwards anyway. So no, that's a try. That's a try there. That's a try time. So Janelle says it's been given forward. No, that's going to be a try, my friend. That's been touched by... here we go. Yeah, that's 100% going to be a try. That's going backwards by a mile and then gets slapped over to the right-hand side. I can't hear it. These guys are saying no try. Why are you guys saying no try? That's going backwards and it hits the hand. I think it's a try. Why are you guys saying no try? Am I missing something? It is a try. Yeah, what are you guys talking about no try? What are you talking about? What are you talking about no try? That was always going to be a try. It was clearly going backwards and it touches off the hand and goes out to the right-hand side where the Scottish player was just waiting there for the ball and easy days. So 14-12 right now. To the Italians, the Scottish, to try and tie this little bad boy up right now. Doc Lucky says, let's go Scotland. Well, they're back in the game right... Well, they weren't ever out of the game, but they're only down by 2. Let's see if Duncan Ware can... Jeez, look at that afro. What an afro, man. What a damn well afro, man. Let's see if Duncan Ware can slot this little bad boy over and tie this game up at 14-14. 50 minutes in here, and he will easy get that. Easy. So tie game here, guys. Wow, what a damn well game right now. This is a tie game. Interesting. Jimmy Wilson says, let's go. Potato Dragon says, only one person said no try. I swear I saw a couple. My eyes are tired as it's very late for me, so that's probably why, man. Isaiah Brown says, did you play rugby when you were younger? Yeah, I did. I actually played representative for Queensland, like a young Queensland team. I think it was under 15s Queensland, but I focused more on my travelling and just didn't end up continue going with it. To be honest with you, man, when I was a young bloke, I didn't really enjoy getting tackled and beaten around, to be honest with you. You know, I love watching it, but I wasn't a big fan of actually going out there and risking my body. I'm not going to lie to you. So 50 out here. They're at the halfway point here, the Italians. Going to the left-hand side. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to kick that ball up top. We're going to see if there's going to be a good chase. A decent chase here. Decent chase. Nah, good take there by Duncan Ware. Gets the offload away. Very dangerously, though. Little chip over the top here from Scotland. This bounce. No, it's going to come away here for the Italians inside their own half. But they... oh, geez. Where'd that ball come out from? My goodness me. Potato Dragon says, have you played AFL? Actually, that was the one sport that I didn't, because I grew up in Gold Coast, Queensland, so unfortunately I wasn't able to play a bit of AFL. I played like, your odds kick and shit, but not really. I would have loved to, though. That's going to come down here. So the Italians here at the halfway point. He is... Oh, I was close to not releasing there. I could hear the ref talking about it, but he released it last second. So that will be... it's still play on here at the halfway point. Italy here, going to get that ball to the left-hand side. They're going to have some space here if they want it. If they want it, they've got some space out here. They've got numbers. No, they're going to take a little bit too long to get out to the left, and they're going to get taken down, and they're going to get taken out. Wow, good play there by Scotland. Good play there by Scotland to take them out over the line. So this will be a line out here to the Scottish, and really in the second half, it's been all Scotland so far. They have had all the ball. They've had all the domination, and they are looking much better here in this first opening 10 minutes. But in the same sense, it is still a tied game. It is still a damn well tied game right now. All right, what can Scotland do here? They haven't really been showing too much in regards to any kind of set pieces in this game. Lineouts won 8-7, so I don't think there's been a lost lineout so far. Wales, eat your hearts out. Wales, eat your damn well hearts out. They lost nearly every single bloody damn well lineout of their own. So 28 minutes left here, guys. 28 minutes left here of the game, and Scotland, they're in a really good position right now. They're probably in the more dominant position in this game compared. Kick this ball over the top, and they're going to be 22 out here from their own line here, Italy. They're going to try and make a run through it there. I think that the best option would have been to take that inside the 22. But they're going to spread this out to the right-hand side. They will have space. They're going to pass this ball out to the right. Oh, he should have passed that. I don't know why he didn't pass that. But they are going to make it. Oh, that's going to be a knock on there from the Scottish. That should be a knock on there from the Scottish. Yeah, it will be advantage here to the Italians. They will have the advantage. They're going to be at the 40-metre line. They're going to be about 40 out. Potato Dragon says Italy win 21-17. 21-17. All right. So you think Scotland will take a penalty, but you think Italy will score a try. Interesting. Interesting. I'd like to see it. Be very interesting if that happened. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. But Scotland here going to the right-hand side. They're going to get the ball here. Oh, they're going to score a try. That's going to be a try. Oh, he steps on the inside. Oh, good stop there by Italy. But their defence is not that great here in this game, but he's gone out. So that's going to be, unfortunately for the Scottish, they would have had probably a try there, and probably an easy try there. But they would have probably had an easy try, but unfortunately they go over the sideline there, so it will be a line out. Janelle Kiani says, what is your favourite sport? I don't answer that question because I stream all different sports of all different countries. So if I say one sport, then people are like, oh, you buddy, why don't you support my sport? My sport's better. So I don't even answer that question. I don't answer that question, my man. 54 minutes in here, and I'm loving rugby right now. That's my answer to that. I'm loving damn well rugby. Bloody damn well good sport. 7 likes away from 60, guys. 7 likes away from 60. Smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Tanush says hi. Hello, Tanush, mate. How you doing? Jamiane. Duncan Ware is actually injured right now. A couple of injuries right now as we're waiting for the line out. A couple of injuries. AC8 says Tiddlywinks. Buddy, what's going on there? What do you mean Tiddlywinks? What's going on there, Chemmy? Are you talking shit? What's the shit talking going on over here, Mr. AC8? Just waiting here for the line out. There is a couple of injuries, and Duncan Ware is one of them. That is obviously a very key player for the Scottish, so they really would be hoping that that he is able to come back out. It looks like something to do with his eye, so he might have just got like a little bit of a poke in the eye, cheeky little poke in the eye. This will be a line out here. Oh, wow. What the absolute shit, Italy. I'm actually in shock that they tried that. That is wild. So they took the quick line out there. They took the quick line out 5 meters out from their own defensive buddy line. And they... oh, my God. That was raucous. They're going to kick it to inside their Scottish 40 here. I'm actually in shock that they tried that. They're very lucky that that didn't get taken for an easy try. That is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in a rugby game, considering it's 14-14 right now, 5 meters out, and you're a heavy underdog in this game. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So Scottish are going to have the ball here inside the attacking 40 now. Going out to the right-hand side, they're trying to have numbers, but knock on there against the Scottish. So Italy will get the ball here. They will get the scrum on their own 40. So they're going to obviously... I reckon this will be a penalty here. This will turn into a penalty. Italy have been very good in regards to the scrum. Janelle Kiyomi says, you stop swearing, please. I don't swear. I don't swear on the channel. If you're talking about shit, shit's not a swear word for me. Oh, no, I say that a lot. You know, especially when I'm talking about the Wallabies usually. But no, I don't swear on here unless you're talking about that. That's not a swear word for me. And if that's a swear word for you, unfortunately, man, that won't be able to be stopped. But no, I'm pretty good in comparison to others in regards to that. But Italy are going to make another change here. So 25 minutes to go here. 20% shit isn't a swear word. Yeah, I'll be just cracking on, man. That's all good. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Don't you worry, my friend. Tight game, though. This is a very good game to watch. This is a very good game. Scotland haven't played great. Italy have played okay. But I think Italy have been the better team. In this second half, yeah, look, Scotland have definitely been the more ascended team. They definitely have been the team on top. But in regards to the game, like the overall game, I would definitely say that the Italians have been overall probably a little bit better here. I'm assuming that, yeah, it is going to be advantage here to Italy, I think. I think Italy are going to have the advantage from the scrum. No, they're going to the right-hand side, though. No advantage. Going to the right-hand side. Oh, good offload. Italy away here down the wing. Italy away here down the wing. Italy away. He's going to... Oh, he couldn't get the offload away, but they're going to be 40 out here from the Scottish line. That was a very nice play from the sets piece. Going to the left, they're going to have space here again. They're going to have numbers again. Gets it out to the other wing now. Steps back on the inside here. The Italians are using their flanks really well right now. They've been using their forwards all game. They finally spread the ball out right and then out left, and they made a lot of meters from that. So here we go. Oh, back on the inside here. They're going to be about 30 metres out here from the Scottish line. I think they're probably going to play for the penalty here. They'll play for the penalty here and try and take a 3-point lead, make it a 17-14 game, to be honest with you. They're really good with their forwards in this one, and their forwards are just absolutely monstering. So look for them to just absolutely utilise these this big forward pack and try and get this 3 points right now and try and seal this lead with 20 minutes to go. Be a huge point to be up by. A 3-point margin there with just a few minutes, with just the last quarter of the game to go. Potato Dragon says YouTube says bloody is a swear word. Oh, really? True. Well, that's bloody Australian language. That's literally Australian language. Bloody. That's nothing. Bloody is definitely not a swear word. Going out to the right hand side here, Italy. Oh, that's a great kick. That's a phenomenal kick. Oh, it's going to be just too long. Just too long there. So Scotland will put that ball down over. Oh wow, he's going to say put back. Oh. Wow, bad. That's a bad decision. They're going to check the TMO here. He's saying that he grabbed it in the field of play and took it back and put it over and put it on his own try line for a touchback. So, wow, this is a big call here. He is checking the TMO to see. He is checking the TMO to confirm this call, but I actually agreed with him before, and I think he's right. I think he is right. I agree with him at first glance, and I think he's going to be right. Jacko Channel says, damn, that's a dodgy call. I don't know. I think the ball bounces up last second and stays in. I think it's a good call. Oh, it's a tight call. Put it this way. It's a very tight call. I think it actually... Oh, he does kind of move his arms forward if you look at it. If you look at that, Jacko Channel's lead comment, nah, surely not. Brother, even if you're wrong, like you don't feel like I'm going to slaughter you or anything like that, you know. But I do think that the referee was right, and they have given the correct decision. He does kind of, as he grabs it, you can see that he kind of moves his arms forward because he wants to try and make it look like it is. But I think that's the right call there, which has actually ended up being a good call. Charles Ledbetter says, Duncan Ware injured. He's our last natural 10 in the whole game. I don't think he went off. I think he's still on. I think he was injured before. I think you're a little bit behind him, man. I think he stayed on here. Unless, I could be wrong. I just can't see him right now at the scrum, obviously. But wow, this is a big time play here for Italy. 5 out here from Scotland's line. This is huge, especially when Italy have been monstering this pack in regards to scrum. That's got to be a penalty nearly. That's got to be nearly a penalty here. Jacko Channel says, after seeing it, yeah, he ended up getting it right. Yeah, good call, mate. Good call. So 5 out here. Let's see if Italy can try and push this one. Big T says, Amazon are really not good at covering rugby yet. Oh, yeah, I heard that Amazon were covering the rugby today. Yeah, the Autumn Nations. I heard that was on the... well, I'm here. I know you can't watch the game, but at least you got me here talking about the game. If you can't obviously watch it on the old Amazon. Jacko Channel says, doing better than Jared Sutton. That's not an easy... that's not a hard task, sorry. That's not a hard task. But all right, so 20 minutes to go here of this game. It is 14-14 right now, but Italy are in an absolute prime position to take the lead here and really get a solid platform going from this scrum. I think if the scrum goes down here, they'll blame Scotland because there's no point here for Italy to break this scrum here. And they're going to push through here. They're going to be 3 metres out here for Italy. They're going to be 3 metres out. What are Italy going to be able to do right now? They're going to pass this ball out to the left-hand side, go through the forwards. They will bang it through the forwards right now. It's going to be a penalty advantage. So no matter what, Italy will take the lead here by 3 points. But now we get to see if they can force a try here and make it a 7-point game rather than a 3-point game. I probably would have kicked that across there. I think that would have been a try. But here we go. Italy here with the ball. 5 out here from the Scotland line. 5 out here. They're going to be at the 5 out. What are they going to do here? The right-hand side, the advantage still being played here. He's going to kick that one through. It is going to be come back for an advantage. So I would assume they're going to take the 3 points here. I'd assume they're going to take the 3 points on offer here and take the lead 17-14, which is absolutely huge. I'm not too sure why the Scottish are arguing here. It was obviously, very obviously, a penalty there. So for offside. So let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to go for the try? Are they going to go for the 3? I think the smart option here is 3, and they will take the 3. So they should lead here 17-14. And considering they were massive, massive underdogs by about 26.5 points to lose this game, this is an absolutely massive play here with 20 minutes to go to take the lead here. He's clearly offside. He's clearly offside there, unfortunately. So that definitely is a penalty. I do know the NDL. I do get what that means, but obviously this is a sports stream. Obviously this is a sports stream. Please don't start spamming again, Junel. All right, so 20 minutes left here, and Italy going to try and take the lead here. Even if they miss it, it's not exactly the worst option, I guess. Not exactly the worst option, but with 20 minutes to go, Scotland fans will start getting a little nervous. I know it's only 3 points, but Italy have been the better team. Italy have been the better team. Only just, but they have been the better team. And they will slot the 3. So it will be a 17-14 game. They will take the 3-point lead. And with only 20 minutes to go, Scottish fans, getting nerve-wracking, son. Getting very, very, very damn well nerve-wracking, son, if you are a Scotland fan. But like I said, there is still a very damn well long way to go. Very damn well long way to go. So smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and obviously subscribe if you are new around here. And don't forget, guys, I do have a second channel, BKR Travel over there. The pinned comment that I do all videos that aren't sport related, like travel vlogs and movie reviews and stuff like that. But Scotland here, he's going to knock that ball on here. So Italy are going to have the scrum advantage, I would assume. I think they'd have the scrum advantage here. No, they're not going to call scrum advantage. Alrighty, so Italy here with the ball. They're at their own 22 right now. They've really just got to focus a way to hold the possession of this game, really. They just got to focus to see... they're just got to really focus to see if they can hold this game and hold them out, really. They haven't really got any... they don't really have to have the ability to attack. They just got to slow this play down and do an Argentina, really. Because right now, we could be looking at 2 massive shocks here in today's rugby. Big T says, probably the best game Italy have played in a long while. Yeah, like I said, man, I think it's because they're worried that they're going to get kicked out of the Six Nations, my man. I think they're worried that's offside there from Scotland, I think. I think that's going to be offside there. It's going to be definitely a knock-on either way. So, geez, nice little play there. He's going to get that ball out to the right-hand side here. He's going to kick that through. This could be a try. Oh, wow, he kicked it through. There's actually plenty of Scotland players down there. I was assuming there was no Scotland players there, but there was plenty. So that was really very, very strange. He's going to kick that one, and Italy are going to kick it to about the 40 out. Thank you very much, Tina, for subscribing. Appreciate you, Tina. Dance World says... oh, jeez. I just realised. Okay, there you go. 17-14. Thank you very much for subscribing, BT. Appreciate you. Xavier Brown says, will you have to quarantine 4 days when you come to Australia? I think so, mate. I think so. I got the lawyers looking into it right now, but I would assume so. Scotland here going to be inside the attack and half right now. Oh, that's going to be a strip. Wow, good play there by the big number 16 for Italy. Wow, that's a big play there. Kalego says, watching all the way from South Africa. Great commentary. Thank you very much. I wish the... good offload there. Very good offload there from Italy. Nearly knocked on, though, but they're going to keep the ball here just inside their own half. I really wish the Springboks were playing in the Rugby Championship. I really do. That would be an awesome tournament with 4 teams that are really playing well right now. Well, New Zealand aren't playing well, but they're still the All Blacks. South Africa obviously coming off a fantastic year. Wallabies improving. Argentina improving, definitely. But, going to miss the All Blacks as the South Africans this year, unfortunately. But as long as you guys stay safe and well. The ball here. Oh, that's unlucky there for Italy. It's going to go back into the try line, and Scotland are going to get off scot-free there. That's not the first time, and that's not the last time I'm going to use that joke and that pun in today's game. Dan's World says, if Italy can win this match, do you think it would be a bigger upset than Argentina? No. I think that Argentina have never, ever beaten New Zealand before in history, so I think that's going to be the biggest regardless. I think if Georgia beat England, then you'd be talking biggest upset of the day. But no, I think Italy is a huge upset if they do beat Scotland. But in the same sense, then again, Argentina is still a good team. It's a difficult one. It depends on your perspective. For me, I would say that Argentina simply, it's a pretty poor kick. It's going to stay. Damn it. Unfortunately for Italy, that ball will bounce off the corner post and it will go back into the try line there. So they're going to obviously have a touchback there, and Scotland here from the 22. I personally would say Argentina because of the surrounding notion of it, as in regarding the fact that they've never won against New Zealand, and the fact that they haven't played a professional game against a top-tier rugby nation in a year's time. I think last year in 2019 was the last time they played, you know what I mean? So I think there was just so many factors that makes that one of the biggest upset I've seen in a very long time. But yeah, if Italy won, that'd be a huge upset. I just don't know if the circumstances make it the same. Here we go. So Italy here, 40 out here from their own line. Let's see if they can push past the halfway point. He's going to break away. That's a huge play there. Absolutely massive play there by the number 5. So Italy inside the attacking half here. That's going to be a turnover. Scotland, nice play there to get that ball. They are down 17-14 right now, but there is a long way to go. There's still 16 minutes of this game to go. And that's a knock on. Was that not a knock on? Sorry. Are we pretending like we didn't see that one? Are we pretending like we didn't see that one, ref? I think that was a knock on there, champion. But no, they're not going to call it. Doc Lucky says he's Argentina beating New Zealand a bigger upset than Japan beating South Africa in 2015. I would say no. I'd say Japan beating South Africa is the biggest upset of all time. I don't think you can rival that right now. Obviously, it's a huge upset today, but no, that Japan versus South Africa was just wild. You know, that's just absolutely wild. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be talking about Japan and South Africa for the next 20 years. But I'll be honest with you, people won't really remember Argentina. Like, they'll remember it, but they won't talk about it as fondly as people talk about that Japan-South Africa game, which was just unbelievable. So 15 minutes to go here of the game, 17-14 right now to the Italians, but Italy here with the ball just outside their own 22. Tina says, do you believe that Argentina can win the Tri-Nations this year? Penalty here to Scotland. So they're going to tie this game up at 17-17. They're right in front. What a game of rugby we're watching right now. What a damn well game. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button. 7 likes away from 70. 7 likes away from 70. Smack that thumbs up button. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. But Scotland are going to get the penalty here from right in front. And it should be a tied game, 17-17. But Tina, to answer your question, I'd love to see Argentina win it. Wallabies obviously coming off a very good win against the All Blacks last week. Argentina coming off a very good win against the All Blacks this week. All Blacks won the first round of the Tri-Nations, lost obviously the second and third game. So that's thrown their chances up in the air. I personally think that the Wallabies have a red hot chance right now to win it. I think that next week is going to be a bit more of a... I think next week for the Argentinians, I think that they're going to go into that game knowing that they have a really good chance. But I think they'll probably be favourites, to be honest with you. But I think that maybe it might be a bit of a coming back down to earth game, you know, returning to reality. I think that, yeah, look, Argentina had a perfect game, but they're not going to play that good every single damn well game. So, yes, if they do play like they did today, then they're going to flog Australia, just like they basically realistically, flogged New Zealand. I know you look at the score, 25-15. It's not a flogging, but it was a flogging today. I personally genuinely believe the Wallabies can win this Tri-Nations now. I do. But if Argentina beat us next week, then Argentina probably win it for me. Yeah. But then again, I think All Blacks beat them in the third game. So, well, not the third game, in 2 weeks' time. I think the All Blacks will beat Argentina in the game in 2 weeks' time. As a bit of revenge. But, you know, I thought that New Zealand win this game significantly. So it's just all up in the air. You don't really know, actually. It's a really difficult one to predict, actually. Cat Lego says, thanks. How many minutes played so far? There is 65 minutes gone, so 15 minutes left of the game so far. Max D says, what are you watching the game on? I'm watching it in Fiji on TV1, but for you guys in Australia, I think beIN Sports 2, but I'm not too sure about you guys in Europe. I think Amazon's playing it, though. I think Amazon is playing it. Isaac Richie says, bro, I've been up all night listening to this while trying to kill some massive bug in my room. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. One time I was in... by the way, guys, we're just talking kind of openly right now because we're just waiting here for Scotland to take the 3 points here, the penalty. I think there's a couple of substitutions and injuries right now, but they are lining up for the penalty right now, which will be a 3-pointer. If he misses this, it's ridiculous. Oh, wow. They're not taking the 3. They're not taking the 3 here, Scotland. They're going for the line-out. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting here by Scotland. They're not taking the 3. They're going for the line out, and it was a pretty average kick too. So they're going to be about 15 metres out here from the Italy line. So they're backing in themselves, which is something that we don't normally see with rugby teams doing. Besides maybe the All Blacks, maybe South Africa. They're the 2 teams that really do like to go for the line outs, but. Very interesting play here by Scotland, considering, and they're trying to push here from the line-out, which is interesting because they've been getting monstered in this regard all day. Scotland here, 10 metres out right now. They're slightly making movement, though. They are slightly making movement, 10 metres out. They're going to go out to the left-hand side here. Oh, breaks away here, breaks away. Oh, they're going to score a try. No, he's going to get chopped down. 5 metres out here. Scotland should be scoring here in reality. They're only 3 metres out here on the line. Scotland should be scoring here. They should be scoring here, going out the left-hand side. They're pumping through the big boppers right now. 2 metres short here of the line. 2 metres short here. Oh, it's a try time. Try time Scotland. Try time Scotland. Try time Scotland. Scotland with the try. And they're going to be right underneath the post basically too. So not going for the three-pointer actually worked well for them. And that's a great try too. So they will take the lead 19-17 with a kick to come, which will, more than likely will turn into 21-17. Now, that obviously will take it out from that three-point margin. So Italy now is kind of forced to score a try. Yes, they can go for the three-pointer and then another three-pointer. But, you know, the last time Scotland scored a try, Italy bounced straight back within the next 2 minutes. So definitely don't wipe the Italians out just yet. They have had a great game and they definitely aren't out of this yet. So Scotland will score a try and they're going to probably lead by 4 points here. Floor Matter says, who do you think will win this game? Well, look, Scotland should win this game. They obviously are the heavy favourites here. But will they win this game? I don't know. Italy are playing pretty well. But they have just taken the lead. Big T says, going to be watching the England vs Georgia game too? Yeah, man. Yeah. We'll be doing the England vs Georgia game, even though that'll be on at 3 a.m. my time. That starts in 40 minutes time, which is 3 a.m. my time. But yeah, I definitely will be streaming that game as well. We stream all the time on the channel, man, whether it be Rugby Union, Premier League starts back up next week, you know, NFL, all the Rugby League and AFL stuff, and cricket, baseball, you know, we do it all, man. So we're always up, and our sleep schedule is all over the place. But that is a good try there for Scotland, so they will take a significant lead there. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you guys think about who is going to win the Autumn Nations. There is a couple of teams that can win it. There is your France, there is your England. I think that Wales are definitely wiped out after today's performance, and I think that Ireland are on the edge of being classed out of it too, based on their performance. But yeah, next week coming up against England will be the real teller. That'll be the real teller. Nathan says, great content, mate. Love from Wales. What's your thoughts on Lions versus South Africa? Who will win? Good question. I honestly think the Lions will win that. I do. Then again, I kind of just insulted Wales after what they did today. But then again, I think as a Wales fan, you know they didn't put up a good performance this morning. Was it this morning for you? No, it would have been last night for you guys. But this morning for me. I think, yeah, look, I think the Lions probably do win. South Africa haven't had any preparation. I guess they've got a couple of domestic tournaments going on right now, but then again, Argentina didn't have any preparation coming over here for the Tri Nations, and they just beat New Zealand. So it's very difficult. I'd probably say Lions, though. I'd probably lean with the Lions here, but it will be a fantastic couple of games. Junelle says, wait, you shouldn't prem. Yes, I do. Max says Ireland to win. Ireland to win the whole thing? Not too sure, man, after their performance today. They did, obviously. We're still waiting here for the conversion, by the way. I'm not too sure Ireland can go all the way after what I saw today. They were very, very bad. But Wales were just worse. Big T says it's going to be either England or France, I think. France only just lost the Six Nations. Yeah. They kind of choked that away too. But then again, like I said, I just hope they don't peak too early. I really hope they can maintain this and give it a push for the World Cup. Because obviously the World Cup is in France. So if they could win the World Cup, I don't think they've won the World Cup before. I don't think they have, so that'd be awesome to see if they could do it. Duncan Ware will slot the conversion, so it's going to be 21-17 here with the 12 minutes just to go here. 12 minutes to go. 5 likes away from 70. Smack that thumbs up button. Go down there, hit that thumbs up button, and obviously, like always, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Doc Lucky says, French players are allowed to only play 3 matches for the autumn break, which means the A team will play their last game against Scotland next week. England are going to win the autumn cup, in my opinion. Fair enough. That's a good comment. Fair enough. Danswell said, I think France will win. Looked really good on the Six Nations with a bit more time to gel. I think they could be a force to be reckoned with. Fair enough. I just think that they might peak a little bit too early. But yeah, I do think they are playing some really good rugby right now. And that's why I think France versus Fiji would have been the most fun game to watch out of the lot. Ireland-Wales was disappointing. This game is actually really good. I don't know about fun. I don't think it's a fun game. I think it's a grindy game, but it's a very close game nonetheless. 11 minutes to go here. Italy with the ball here inside the attack and half. Obviously, I think they probably should go for the 3 if they get the opportunity, because I don't know if they're going to score a try. They're not really getting too many attacking opportunities. So I think that, but there is a lot of lack of ill discipline. Wow, what's going on here? Italy, what are you doing? Italy, what are you doing? Get the ball. What are you doing? Play the whistle, lads. Italy aren't getting too many attacking opportunities, so if it was me, I'd be suggesting them to definitely be going for the 3 points if the opportunity does arise. Ball bouncing back. Oh, that's going to bounce back. That's going to bounce back. That's going to stay in field of play here. Very good kick here by the Italians. It's going to work out very nicely. Scotland will recover some meters. They're going to get probably out to around the 22 or so. And Scotland are going to have to boot this ball out. So Italy will get a nice attacking opportunity here. 10 minutes to go in this game. But Scotland's still pumping this ball through the forwards right now, out to the left-hand side. Let's see if they're going to go for the... No, they'll go for the kick now. Let's see how far they can get it. If they can get it into the opposition half, that'll be an absolute ideal play. But if they can still get it just outside that 40, you couldn't complain too much. That's a good kick, actually. That's a very good kick. That might not even go out. That's an unbelievable kick. That's going to go about to... That's going to be... Oh, it's going to be on halfway. So it's a decent kick. Decent kick. Christopher says, by the time 2023 World Cup comes around, France will probably be favourites. Interesting call. Interesting call. Obviously, the home team always should be a very heavy big dog in regards to betting. I think that really, if you're looking at young teams right now coming up, I think that, like we've been talking about, Australia could be one of those teams we're talking about. France will be there, definitely. I think that England should still be there, but I'm not. Oh, Scotland are going to win this against the feed. No, it's going to be Italy are going to win it at the half at the. Oh, no, it's going to be not straight. So it's going to be Scotland ball here. Inside the attacking half too. So Scotland are in the ascendancy right now. I think, yeah, your France is there, your Australia's there. Obviously, New Zealand will be there. I know that they're going through a tough time as we speak, but they'll be right by 2023. Obviously, South Africa will be there. I'm not too sure they'll be able to go back-to-back, though. I don't think they'll be able to go back-to-back. So I'm not going to wipe them out, but going back-to-back is ridiculous. And obviously they peaked real hard recently, so I'm not too sure if they'll be able to do that. But yeah, I think your England, your France, your New Zealand, your Australia will be there. Not too sure how Ireland's progression's going. Haven't really been focusing too much on them, but they're obviously a fantastic team. And I don't think Wales will be there. I don't think Wales will be up to the standards of 2023 in comparison to these other teams that I'm talking about. I can smell you says, are you streaming 220 Big Bash? Yeah, man. Yeah, of course. I'll be going to a lot of those games. Like I said, I'll be back in the next couple of... I should be back on Wednesday, but I can't guarantee it, obviously, due to the pandemic. But I'll be vlogging. As you guys know, my main content usually is vlogging. GV says, shout out, mate, from Sydney, Australia. Thumbs up and subscribe. Let's go, Scotland. Oh, good on you, champion. Get around the Wallabies. Love your work, champion. Love your work. Get around Sydney. But 21-17 here with 8 minutes to go here. 8 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, he's getting around Scotland, though. I'm kind of not minding a bit of Italy action, but again, I don't really care who wins this game. It's just been a really good game, and I'm happy that Italy have been able to keep up with them. I'm happy that Italy have been able to put in a performance as well. Junel Kiani says England will get revenge next World Cup. Revenge. They had a pretty good World Cup. I know they got beaten by South Africa, but they had a pretty good World Cup. Can't really complain about that. I didn't realize this is I only just realized this is the Fiorentina home ground. There you go. Max D says, who are the best centers in the world in your opinion? Oh, gee. We'll talk about that after the game. We'll talk about that after the game, because obviously there's a lot to go through when it's only a 4-point game with 7 minutes to go. But Scotland here have the ball at the halfway line. It can't really get the ball out here. This might be a penalty. No, they're going to call this back up to redo the scrum here. They're going to recall it for the scrum. All right. Geez, this field's not great, though. Obviously, the field's probably built more for football rather than rugby union, but the field is getting chopped up quite a bit here in Italy. Field getting chopped up quite a bit here. But the main thing you got to realise for Italy fans out there and for Italy organisation is that they lost this game 17-0 when they played at home to Scotland earlier in the year. They lost 17-0 in Rome. So, losing 21-17, if this is the final score, isn't a horrid score. This is a very close game here. And it really does back up some belief in the Italian organisation, even though they're not exactly the most enthralling organisation on the planet. It's going to be a penalty here to Scotland. If I'm Scotland, I think about the 3 here. I know it's a little bit out to the left-hand side. They are just inside, like literally a metre or 2 inside the halfway line. Taking a 3 here would make it a convert, try the difference. Oh, a bit of a push and shove. Whee, a bit of a biffaruno. Get about the biff. Boo-boo! Get around the biff. A bit of the biffaruno here. So I'd be thinking about the 3 here. It would take it out to a 24-17 game. But obviously, if they are too short, that gives the ball back and the advantage back to the Italians. So it's an interesting call here. I assume they're going to go for the line out here, though, because they did take the line out before, and they are going to go for the line out. So Scottish really like to take these line outs. Very interesting. Isaac Ridge says, Blaze, I killed the bug, and then another one was next to it. I give up. Gee whiz, you're all over the shop, mate. You're all over the shop. So 6 minutes left here, and if Scotland score a try here, that's the game. If Scotland score a try here, that is game over, man. Game over. But if the Italians can prevent it and only give up a 3-pointer, this game is well and truly on. Same, I think, Ringrose. Oh, Ringrose, what a player. What a damn well player. What a damn well player, Ringrose. Alrighty. So this is the game right here for Italy. This is the game right here for both teams. If Scotland can score right now as a try, it is game over. If they only score a 3-pointer, it is definitely still game on with a converted try. The difference, and not that I think Italy will score it. I still think Scotland will probably win that. But obviously, if they don't concede here, they're only down by less than a converted try. I still don't think Italy score a try, though. I don't. But if Scotland pushing over here, it's going to be a penalty advantage, so they could take the 3 on offer if they want to. They're going to kick it up the right-hand side here, and that's going to be... he's going to drop that ball. He's going to drop his lollies there, but it will be a Scotland penalty here. I would still suggest them to kick the ball. I think they shouldn't go for the 3 here. Only because if they hold the ball here, they can get out to the line out. I think they have the ability to push over here, even though Italy have been monitoring them all day. But this second half, they've probably started to lean a bit more favourable in regards to the power to Scotland's way. I think their confidence has grown a little bit. So although they're only up by 4 points, I think their confidence has grown further into the game. And now that we're deep into the game right now with 4 minutes to go, I think that Scotland should be going for the line out here. And yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Christopher says, Gary's class, although I may be biased as a Leinster fan. Is it Leinster? Leinster? I think it's... I'm not too sure. I know that people obviously have... Is it Leinster? I'm not too sure. I'm not going to... I don't even want to say it because I know people are going to be like, that's wrong. You're about an idiot. How do you not know this? Doc Lucky says, Japan to join the Rugby Championship along with Fiji in the upcoming years. I love that comment. I love it. I put a video out, I think, last year. Late last year or mid last year, where I said that South Africa obviously want to get out, so let's bring in Japan and Fiji. But I don't know what's going to happen there. Fiji going into this Autumn Nations is very interesting. I'm not too sure why we didn't invite Fiji into the Rugby Championship for this year, considering that South Africa said no. I'm not too sure why. But then again, Fiji always do like a European tour, don't they? I think Fiji always head up to Europe for a late season. Well, Wallabies and stuff are usually meant to be... Wallabies and All Blacks are usually doing like a European tour right now. Joe says, Forza Italia. Forza Italia. Max D says, I'm also a Leinster fan. I think Tuolangi and Ringrose to start for the Lions. Get around Tuolangi. What a big bloke. What a big damn well bloke. So 4 minutes to go here. The line out from the 5 metre. This surely is the game here. Surely. Even if they don't score, I can't see Italy going the length of the field and win this game. You know, really admirable performance, though, from Italy. Really admirable performance. Really admirable performance. And they're pushing over here. Yeah, Scotland will score a try here. This is easy try. Easy try. You know, so there'll be a try there for Scotland. So good stuff there. Oh, wow. He's not calling it. Did he not call it there? I swear this is a try. He didn't put his... Did he call a try here or is he called no try? I think he's checking the TMO, but I'm pretty certain that's an easy try. They're going to check this, though. They're going to check the TMO. Who's my... sorry, is that Floor? Floor says, what is your least favourite team? Least favourite team? I don't really... Like, in regards to international rugby, you know, it's between, obviously... I'm a Wallabies fan, so, you know, it has to be between New Zealand and England. But, you know, I don't really have a team that I dislike as such. I want to beat England and I want to beat New Zealand, but there's no teams that I really dislike as such. It's more of a, obviously, very competitive rivalry. England because of the cultural roots and because of the 2003 World Cup final, and New Zealand obviously because they're our, you know, brothers from across the Tasman. And we've obviously got a massive rivalry with them over the years, and we haven't beaten them in a very long time in regards to the Blazekippaxross Cup. So those two teams are the teams I want to beat the most. They're looking here to see if there's been a takeout here. I'm not too sure because obviously he gets the ball down. I'm not too sure what we're looking at here. Not too sure. Christopher says, yeah, mate, good shout. Hopefully he's back from injury soon. Joe said, I do not understand the English. I cannot understand what he is saying. Such a shame. Well, buddy, you're speaking well in English right now. How do you not understand what I'm saying, but you're commenting in perfect English? I mean, what's going on? You're commenting in perfect English. I don't understand what we're looking at here. I haven't really been focusing. What are we looking at here? Are we looking at like a foul play or what's going on here? I think he's going to try. It is a try. I don't understand what we're looking at there. There was no way that was a knock on. Liam Bukovski said, I need this try for my bet. Well, good on you, champion. There you go. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. He wins his bet, and Scotland are going to win this game. So they're up 26-17 with the kick to come here. Italy, very admirable performance. They played really well in that first half. They were probably the better team for 60 minutes. But Scotland, they've just powered home in this final 20, and they're definitely the team that deserves the win right now. Swans. Swansea has. It's just tuned in. Whose possible try is it? Scotland. Scotland scored the try. So it's 26-17 here with the kick to come. They're in the old Swansea. Where's Swansea now? They're in the championship, right? Swansea in the championship. If that's the same Swansea that you're talking about. Big T says grounding. They're looking at grounding. There was no way that was a knock on. There was absolutely no way that was a knock on. Don't forget, guys. We've only got 3 minutes to go here. Smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're new around here. We are going to be streaming the England versus Georgia game right after this in about 20 minutes' time. So definitely get ready for that one. Obviously, I'll jump off for 20 minutes and then we'll start up that other stream. But definitely do subscribe if you are new around here. Swansea Heads from Australia. I'll get around the Wallabies. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, Swansea's a team in the English Championship, so I assumed that that was what that was referencing. But 2.5 minutes to go here, guys, and Scotland up 28-17. 28-17 there. Liam Bukovski says, please make this kick. Man, what do you have? Minus 10.5 or something like that? Scotland were a lot more than that, weren't they? I think they were like minus 26.5 in this game. But minus 10.5, I think you probably have there. So, he's going to be knocked back here from Italy. Oh, no, he's going to be nervous now, Liam. Liam's going to be nervous now. Oh, no, Italy here with the ball. They're about 35 metres out here from the Scotland line. The positive for you, man, is that they're obviously not going to go for the penalty or the field goal. They need to try, and they need to try quick because obviously a penalty does not do anything good for them, doesn't bring them within distance. They need to try, and they need to try within the next minute or so to have a chance. There's going to be a penalty advantage here. They're going to kick it through, but it's going to be a penalty advantage here to the Italians. So they're going to kick this ball deep. Geez, Liam Bukovski, he's not going to be impressed. He's not going to be happy with this one so far. He's a bit nervous right now. I can suppose he's up the Scots. Ooh, that's Scotland. Oh, Scotland. Get around the Scots. Scotland. Not a great game, not a great performance, but they got the job done. That's as simple as that. Unless they conceded here, which would be just ridiculous. Liam Bukovski says Scotland minus 10.5. Only minus 10.5. Minus 10.5? I would have expected them to be a lot more. Wow, that's telling me that they didn't really believe Scotland were going to win too heavily there. Thank you very much, Max, for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. Italy here with the line out just outside the attacking 10 here. Let's see what the Italians can do. Can they push over here from a line out and give them a chance? There's only 40 seconds, 50 seconds left here. They need to be quickish. They need to be quick, and they need to score basically straight off this. Liam Bukovski says Ireland were minus 11.5 yesterday. That was way too low. I had minus 9.5, mate. I had minus 9.5. Which was the option there. So, yeah, that was incredibly low, I know. But Italy here, from the line out, they're going to push. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no, I'd be nervous if you had that bet right now. Italy pushing here. They're still pushing. They're going to be far. They're going to be 10 out here. It could be turnover here. It could be a penalty. It is going to be a penalty. It's going to be a turnover. Not a penalty, but it is going to be a turnover. Italy are going to get the ball here from the kick, and it's going to come away not nicely at all. Very good play there from Scotland. And that's going to be, that's a penalty. That's a penalty here to Italy. Super play there by Scotland. Obviously, Italy can't win this game now, but they're obviously going to kick this ball out, go for the line out, and they're going to have a crack at trying to bring this game within, 5 points, which I guess would be fair. I think that's a fair result for them. They're going to kick us to the 22 here. It's a good kick. That's a fair result for the Italians to be within 5 points in this game. They probably were the better team for the majority of it. Potato Dragon says, now Scotland just did it for an egg. GV says, how much are you winning, Liam? 90. I love your work. Get around it. Who are you on? How much are you on the minus handicap for England in the next game? The England versus Georgia game right after this one. And that's going to be a line out 1 here by Italy. Get the ball onto the inside here. They're going to be about 18 out here from the Scotland line. Pass that ball back into the centre. They're going to utilise their forwards right now, right in front of goals. Let's see if they can kind of get a consolation. Obviously, we don't want it because Liam wants his $90. Or it could be euros. I'm not too sure, pound. I'm not too sure. But Liam wants his 90. So let's see if Italy can score here or Scotland can defend. They're about 15 metres out here from the line. Italy punching right now. They are punching. They're still moving this ball out to the left-hand side. I thought he was going to shape to kick there. I was like, no one's ready for it. Going out to the left-hand side here still. Not much space here. Nothing really going on too much at all. And they'll get smacked up there. That could be a turnover for not releasing. That could be a turnover not releasing. That is going to be a turnover for not... No, it's not going to be a turnover. Italy here with the ball just outside the 22 now. Losing metres. losing metres. That was probably not releasing there, but they're not going to call that. Now they're inside the attacking 22 right now. Italy, that's going to be a turnover. That's going to be a turnover for sure. Got to be a turnover for sure. Turnover for sure. Turnover. It is going to be a turnover. So Scotland are going to win. Liam, you won your money. There you go. So final score is 28-17. Not the greatest of performances from the Scots, but they got the job done. They did get the job done. They got their win, and you got to be happy with that if you're a Scotland fan, considering you didn't play too well, but you are still going to get an 11-point win, which is a good result. But guys, I'm going to jump off for now because obviously we're going to be back in 20 minutes time for the England versus Georgia game. Arlene Bukowski says, don't have a spread. Enjoying your commentary. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Thomas Austin says, Galway -1 against Kilkenny in hunting is a cert. In hurling. Oh, in hurling is a cert. There you go. But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. I appreciate you as always. I'm going to be streaming in 20 minutes time for the Georgia and England game. Looking forward to that one. Subscribe if you are new around here. Obviously, we stream all the damn well time. And obviously smack that thumbs up button if you have not already. But yeah, if you obviously Italians probably can't understand me unless you speak English. But Italians still play pretty well there. They play pretty well. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the dollar donation, Liam. I appreciate it, my dude. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm going to jump off. It is 3 a.m. in the morning for me. But we're about to crack on for another game. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.